Yo.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah. We're good, guys.
We are good.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Mano, baixa o seu volume aí.
Como?
O volume.
Ah, verdade. Sorry.
Okay, YouTube. Okay. So, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Calvin Castiel.
Whoa, Luis Gordaço, man. You're far away from me, man.
Yeah. I needed to be away from this guy, you know.
I'm toxic.
Because
I'm toxic.
how you guys doing? Welcome to the #1 podcast in the Philippines. And of course, this is our first live. It's a privilege to have.
Wait. This is not Calvin Castiel, man. What's up, YouTube?
Okay. Right now.
Get him up.
Okay. Second take. What's up, YouTube?
That's my boy.
In the house.
That's my boy.
Welcome to our first live podcast, Blog Podcast, and I have 3 brothers who, they just have arrived in the Philippines. I'm talking about my brother, Jared, Ovela, and Tagalog.
What's up?
I think we need to start in Tagalog. Kumusta pare?
Okay lang.
Okay lang.
Kamusta?
Okay na. Pagod na ko, but
Ay, natututo na siya. Maraming salamat po.
Walang Tagalog. English lang.
English lang?
Walang Tagalog.
No Taglish?
Sige, mag-Taglish na lang. Sige, magta-Taglish tayo.
Saan ka you live?
Saan ka you live?
Saan ako live? Ako here.
Ako here.
For now.
Here.
Ngayon.
Here, son.
Here, bahay mo.
Ano bahay?
Bahay mo.
Bahay mo.
Surprise!
Surprise! So how are you, bro? How you guys doing?
Really good. Thank you for having us a second time. Well, at least me a second time.
Second time,
Really happy
yeah.
to be here again.
Bro, thank you so
Sharing
much.
this
This is our house, man. This is our house, man.
With you
Thank you so
guys.
I
much.
think this is like historical time for us as well.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And the thing for content creators that have been in the Philippines, having the three of you here doing this podcast, I know it's something that it happened, but I'm really proud of all of us to come along to sit on this table and for us just to have a good conversation about us. Traveling the Philippines, Filipino content.
The Holy Trinity is here.
Who's married?
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
And by the way, guys, we have Manasal. Have you guys eaten Manasal?
I have not. I haven't had it before.
You haven't?
I've had Jollibee. I've had Chowking.
Uh-huh.
I've never had.
Balot.
Last time I was here. Never.
Really?
Not yet.
Never.
I wanted to save it for a special occasion.
Oh, we have
Ooh.
that can be arranged. That can
Look
be
under your
arranged.
seats. Look under your seats.
Meron akong isang sorpresa para sa inyong lahat. I have a surprise for everyone.
Oh,
Because a special occasion like this,
Bring it up, bro.
I'm not gonna cry. A special occasion like this calls for a special drink.
Oh my God.
Gusto mong isa para sa akin.
Okay.
Sa palagay ko,
In my opinion,
ang bawat beses
every time
na isa sa atin
that we're all together,
ay nagsalita or ginagamit ang salitang Filipinas,
we use the language of the Philippines.
shot tayo. Shot uno.
Shot.
Every time we use the word Philippines, we should take a shot.
It was good in Tagalog, bro.
my
That's my bad.
Every time
That's awesome. I'm in.
every time we use the word Philippines, I think we need to take a shot.
Okay.
As a special podcast.
Apologies in advance.
Yes.
That's okay, that's okay.
I don't drink.
No.
That's okay.
Okay.
Excuse,
Good.
bro.
Calvin will take your shot every shot.
Calvin will say, I'm this Filipino. I'm this Filipino. Filipinos.
I love the Philippines. I love the Philippines.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think describe the Philippines.
Describe the Philippines.
The Philippines.
Sorry, the Philippines.
Thank you so much for the drinks, bro. We appreciate it, bro.
Special occasion.
Thank you so much, brother.
Johnny
Calvin,
Walker, a sponsor. We need a sponsor.
We need a sponsor, Johnny Walker.
Please sponsor us.
And Sammy Light, we need a sponsor as well.
I mean, this
Give
is
me a little
completely
bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
understandable, right?
Not
Because
too much.
it's crazy how the stars have aligned that we all three are here
Exactly.
in the Philippines at the
Exactly.
same time.
And we didn't plan that.
Once in a
Nope,
blue moon.
not at all. Not at all.
Once in a blue moon.
Once
Yeah,
in a blue
exactly.
moon. Yeah.
Bro, is this covering the camera? No. It's all good, right?
Good.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and imagine
Carl,
like
I want to thank guys, the people from the live. It's very, the engagement is very high.
Guys,
People
thank you, guys.
commenting, awesome. That's
Yeah.
guys.
Guys,
Thank you so much.
by the way,
Excellent.
we will. If you have any question, feel free to send it out because we'll be reading your comments in a bit as well. And don't forget to drop a like, guys. Drop a like. Share this with your friends, with the whole bangay. You gotta let them know that the boys they're in the Philippines, and we are having an amazing conversation here on the #1 podcast in the Philippines. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
So yeah, brother. Yeah, you were
You gave me
saying.
too much, Calvin. You gave me too much.
Al centro, al taas, al bajo,
El centro,
Al
el
dentro.
dentro.
al centro, al dentro, pataas. Ewan ko lang.
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mom. I apologize in advance.
So, brother, you were saying that. I mean, you guys haven't planned these, but it just happened.
Yeah, this is my first time meeting Kurt right here. Yeah. Jared, we had an interview before.
Before,
so,
yeah.
We met last
we're
week.
familiar.
You and I met last week, but that was the first time that you
Yeah,
and I
face to
had met.
face.
Yeah.
You met face to face.
Because
Yeah.
it's your first time to meet face to face, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, face to face.
Well, in real life.
So
In
okay,
real
here's,
life.
here's the deal.
Digitally.
I've made videos with both of these guys before. Yeah, so I think it was last year. It was quite a while ago actually that Kurt and I collabed on a video for my channel. I interviewed him. We did the whole thing in Tagalog. It was super fun. And then more recently, I did a video with Ovela as well, and we did like an interview about what we appreciate about the Philippines and like the stuff that he does on his channel. And so this is the first time that Kurt and I are meeting in person, in flesh. And last week I met Ovela here in the studio.
And when you guys met, what was the first?
Right?
Which language did you guys speak?
Instant attraction, instant Tagalog.
We speak a mix.
A mix, yeah.
Yeah, we speak a mix. We speak Tagalog, English,
Kahit ano.
kahit
Yeah,
ano,
whatever you want.
German. No.
I do have a question for the both of you. So when you're not speaking Tagalog to Filipinos, you're speaking English. Which accent
Oh,
or
yeah.
like your American accent?
That's funny.
Canadian accent?
I've been English words in the Tagalog. I have a Filipino accent because I wouldn't say like what's a good example of this? Gusto kong manood yung television. Yung diba it sounds better. Gusto kong manood yung television. It's if you speak,
It's automatic.
it's automatic, yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like if a French person were to say croissant instead of croissant. It's like you when in Rome you speak how the Romans speak.
Yeah.
It's just easier to have one accent when you're speaking. There's a rhythm, there's a cadence to it, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're speaking in a Filipino accent, you use an English word and you hit it with a hard, like kind of American Canadian accent, it sounds disjointed.
It breaks the flow.
It breaks the flow. Like, even in my name, right? I say I jotted.
Jotted.
But it happened like naturally.
Yeah. It just and wanting to kind of blend in with Filipinos, I just started doing that.
Because it's crazy. Like, okay, you can speak Tagalog, but now you're speaking English with Filipino accent, knowing that you have never lived in the Philippines. It's crazy, brother.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Just the switch. You have a switch, and then it's hard for you to come back to the American accent and Canadian accent if you are already in this role speaking Tagalog.
I catch myself doing more here in the Philippines for sure, especially here in like Makati.
Excuse me,
Uh,
Philippines.
Hi, Philippines!
Oh,
Philippines! Sabi niya! Kunin mo na.
Konti lang.
Yeah, we gotta pace ourselves. You stop! Bawal! He still has this.
Dude, come on.
So now when I introduce myself to Filipinos, I don't say Ovela, I say Ovela.
Ovela.
Yeah.
No, I gotta say the Filipino accent is the cutest.
Yes.
It is the
I agree.
cutest.
I agree. Yeah.
So, for how long you're gonna be staying?
1 more week.
1 more week.
Yeah, so 3 weeks in total. I've already done 2 weeks.
And so far, how is the experience?
It's amazing, man.
I know you went to Tagaytay, right?
Yes,
How was it?
that was the only time that I was able to see a different side of the Philippines, the country.
The country that we are now in.
The country that we are currently residing in.
It's gonna be so
I wanted,
translated.
I wanted to get out to the provinces and see something. Now, I thought, okay, I'm going to Cavite, Tagaytay. It's 2 hours away. I'm going to be in the provinces now. I'm going to be rural. And then when I got back from the trip, everyone's like, Cavite, that doesn't even count as the province.
It's like Southern Manila.
Yeah.
exactly.
Now you're going to Cebu. Now you're going.
Now we're going really far south. Yeah.
No,
So
but
tomorrow,
Cebu is
I
also
mean,
a
Cebu's
big
a city. It's
city,
a big
man.
city as
Yeah.
well. Bro.
I mean, I'll say, like, when I was there, I really felt like there was a different vibe. Even if Cavite is just an extension of Metro Manila, the people are still a little bit more laid back. It's still a bit more rural than here. There's less traffic, cooler air, it's a little bit higher. So it is different. Like for me, it felt like a really different experience, and I really enjoyed it. Like I met some really cool people when I was there. I was only there one day, but I met up with some people just randomly. I went to a like an outdoor kind of restaurant, little like kind of a stall, and they were cooking some barbecue. And I was like, oh, let me stop by here, get some breakfast.
Did you try the bulalo?
I did, yeah. So, but not until like the second day. So the first day I was hanging out at that little vendor place. There's like a chicken running across the floor. You know, I was like, yeah, this is good. This is what I was looking for. Now we're here.
Did you see some stray dogs, perhaps?
Yeah, there was a cat. Actually,
cat.
it wasn't a dog. It was a cat. So I talked to the lady at the counter and I said, hey, I want to take a tuk-tuk or something to go.
Tricycle,
A tricycle, or they call it Bokyu, I think over there. I was like, I want to take that up to a viewpoint to see the Tal Lake and the Tal volcano, but I don't know how much they cost, and I don't want to get ripped off. So how much should I pay? And she was like, tell you what, that car over there, that's my car. I got a driver that does deliveries. How about you just hop on with him?
Wow.
And I was
so
like,
nice.
okay, sure. So I jump in the car with him. He's doing stops. Like he's dropping food off at different places. And I'm just along for the ride. I'm just in the passenger seat cruising. And I said, hey, man, I've always wanted to try durian. You know, I heard that.
yeah.
I think I mentioned that to you guys when I was here
Yes,
last time.
yes.
I wanted to taste test it. And he said, hey, there's a market right over there that sells it. So he pulls over. I jump out. I'm buying the durian on the side of the street there. We get back in. He brings me to the park. I go, okay, man, thank you. Like, you're doing everything for me. This is amazing. How much do I owe you? And he goes, no, nothing.
Yep, I
Nothing,
knew it.
man.
That's
I knew it.
Philippine.
Wouldn't take any
That's
money.
Philippines.
He drops me off at the park. I spent a couple hours there. Next thing I know, he's giving me a call. He says, hey, I'm doing some more runs up there. I'll come pick you up. Let's go back.
Filipino kindness, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Jumar in Tagaytay.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Jumar.
Ano
Beautiful.
yung lasa ng durian? Sa tagay mo?
Hindi naman masyadong matapang. Akala ko masyadong matapang ngayon na yun. At natatakot ako kasi sabi ni Jumar na hindi naman matapang. O, hindi, no. Sabi niya na hindi pa natikman niya.
Okay, now it sounds like
Yung tamang sagot, juicy fruit gum.
Juicy
Di
fruit
ba?
gum? What does durian taste like? That's the question. What does durian
It's
taste
like
like?
juicy fruit gum, di ba?
Nah, for me, it's more like butter.
Butter.
Yeah,
The,
but
the
taste of-
consistency is butter.
I wonder if it's different for everybody. For me, it tastes like juicy fruit
It
gum.
has the bite of an onion.
What?
No.
What?
It sounds so different from what he's describing.
A juicy fruit onion.
Juicy fruit onion.
Seafood.
Yeah.
Okay. But the
No.
way you're pronouncing it, it doesn't sound Filipino.
Durian.
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 He's saying it like with a Canadian accent. Kind of.
Jackfruit na lang.
I'm Canadian.
What about the smell?
It's not a Filipino fruit. Though.
Does it taste better than the smell?
It tastes the same. But I put it in my backpack and I was walking around the park and then I go back to the
boy.
Airbnb and I was
Oh,
like,
boy.
oh, I can't put my clothes in here now. And it
boy.
smelled like durian for weeks. Like, so I had a whole bunch because they make you buy the whole fruit.
Mhm.
I wanted to buy just one little bite, and they're like, "No, you got to buy the whole thing." So
Okay.
I gave it to the neighbor in the building, and
So it was harder to eat balut than
Durian?
durian.
oh my god, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Durian's good.
Like you have to watch his video,
Oh,
guys.
epic.
Check the vlog when it comes out. I
Yeah.
mean, for Balot, bro. I'm pretty sure, like I didn't even expect you would be like doing that. I want like
surprising.
spoiler.
We taste tested the balot last time I was here, and it went off the rails a little bit. Yeah, it was a little bit crazy, but And that'll come out soon. I don't know when, but
Yeah.
everyone on my channel is saying, "Hey, you're in the Philippines now. Where are the vlogs? You're not uploading
Yeah.
anything. You're not
That's what I
uploading."
said earlier. I'm like, bro, where's your content? Bro?
I know.
Yeah, they're
I'm
asking
itching
in
for
the
some
comments.
content.
Yes. Pasensya na. Darating na yun. It's coming. It's on the way. I just got to edit. I have a lot of videos recorded. I'm trying to focus on that, and I'll be uploading them very soon. So
We
stay tuned.
are respectively all a one-man show. Like we can't do everything
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, we
So-
record, we edit, we do everything.
I guess when you're here, you need to get everything you get when you're here, and then you produce everything.
Basically, hero vlogging.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I
recording.
mean, there was even a comment that I want to see how they're gonna do in vlog. like they're excited to see, because I mean you guys are used with camera just yourself. Now you're vlogging outside with the people, the crowd. It's kind of different with Tagalog because his vibe is more like outside with the people.
Mm.
And brother, I know you just arrived 2 days ago. Where are you planning to go?
So I'm here tonight in BGC until Saturday morning, and then I'm gonna take a bus down to Lipa, Batangas.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
be there. It's
I'm gonna-
awesome
I'm
there.
gonna stay down in Lipa for about a week, and then from Lipa, I'm gonna figure out the next. I'm gonna try to stay a week in each spot. So a week in Lipa, and then a week in another place, and then come
Why,
back up.
why these specific places?
This guy.
Yeah, he told me he wanted to go to Batangas.
Oh,
So suggest Lipa.
You used to live in Batangas.
Yeah, I used to live in Batangas for 5 years.
Mm.
So Lipa is good. I mean, definitely for his style.
yeah.
I mean, walking around, go and try different type of food, and of course, people they know you gotta try lomi. It's like a Filipino food, mainly found in Batangas. That's my favorite Filipino food. I love sinigang, but lomi,
Yeah.
Know me.
lomi.
What is it? What is
It's like spaghetti with a sticky spaghetti with all different toppings.
No,
meat,
noodles.
Yeah, noodles.
It's a noodle soup.
Yeah, so with pork, beef, egg,
Mm.
lumpia, all
Chicken.
in one plate.
Mm.
Sounds like a different version of pancit somehow.
No, I don't think so. It's
No.
completely different.
Pancit with a lot of toppings on top.
No.
No, because
that one is very sticky.
the noodle is
Sticky,
is thicker,
Okay.
and the soup is slimy. It's not even sticky. It's slimy.
yeah, pancit
So-
does not have soup.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Yeah, pancit does, but lomi does. So
Okay.
I live in Batangas. I was like eating that every week.
Mhm.
So
We did content there in Lipa. That's why
Yeah.
it's so strong for us.
Oh, yeah.
And it's awesome. You
And
love
it's
it.
more provincial. Right?
Yes,
It's very.
That's what. That's
But
what's close to me.
compared Tagaytay with Batangas is more provincial than Tagaytay.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's some other spot I'm gonna send it to you for you to check out.
Kuya Oliver.
Kuya Oliver.
You're the best,
Kuya
man.
Oliver.
Yeah, you're gonna
Shout
go.
out.
Yeah, you're gonna try some good food there, and they have some beaches as well. So let me ask you guys this. I mean, you have been here also for a while right now.
Yeah.
How was the trip? Now that you are almost going home, was it like successful? Everything went where you
So
planned?
successful. I mean, I'm so grateful to Filipinos, to the Philippines itself.
Oh.
I am.
Oh no, it's
Ovela.
us. Alright,
Bastos ito.
Oh,
Painom pa eh.
You guys can drink for me.
Painom pa
Yeah.
ito. Bastos na. You guys.
Let me see. Okay.
How was the concert? I see that you
Let me
got
see
very excited. at
It
the
was
concert.
incredible, man.
Oh my God.
The energy
Bro,
was palpable. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. The boys, SB19, did a fantastic job. Are you guys familiar with Apple, the app from Black Eyed Peas? Yeah, he showed up.
Oh,
He
was
showed up. He did the song
What?
Bibo, Bibo, Bibo,
Bebo,
Bibo,
bebo,
Bibo.
bebo.
Ah,
He did it
I
a
know.
cappella with them. It was
you
so
wow.
cool. Yeah.
You got pictures.
Yes, and video.
You vlog it there.
A little bit.
You're
I
a
wasn't
vlogger
allowed.
now.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to take my camera, but I
The cell
my
phone.
phone. Yeah.
That's
Awesome, man.
Yeah, but now I'm depressed because I'm leaving tomorrow.
Bro,
I
No,
told you, man.
seriously,
I
I'm
told
depressed.
you. I
Food.
told you. It's gonna be hard for you to step on that
Honestly.
Oh,
plane.
for sure. And I met other reactors / vloggers yesterday. And they told me about their first experience in the Philippines when they came here. And they told me, man, when you're gonna go back home, you're gonna feel depressed for
That
sure.
is true. That is true. Man.
So I am dreading that moment. That's how much I loved the Philippines.
Do you see yourself coming back soon?
Oh, for sure. Well, soon I don't know, but at least like next year for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I asked before. I asked spicier a question. If does he see himself living in the Philippines?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. I'm gonna. I think what was it? You who mentioned it? Yeah, I think so. 6 months in Canada, 6 months in
Yeah.
the Philippines.
Back
I'd
in
love
Why
to be
not?
able to do that. Yep. Flee the cold. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It is cold in Canada.
Oh yes.
One of the biggest differences that you notice
Thank
right
you.
away.
Mm.
Luckily, you guys have underground city in Toronto.
We
Keep you nice
do.
and warm.
But you know what? We don't have as many malls as Filipinos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
No. No, the malls are next level here in the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
There's a mall everywhere.
They're like
And
cities.
they're
They're like
like-
their own city.
Exactly.
I was in Alabang Festival Mall.
Mhm.
kahapon, yesterday.
Nice.
They had. I just wandered around.
Okay, brother. Let me just show you. So
It
that's a
smells so good.
yes, bro. Is your flag eating that too?
Yeah.
Bro, you love the chicken.
Mm.
So you gotta take the rice.
This is the rice.
Yeah.
We don't call this one Siken.
Chicken. Diwata chicken.
Diwatas, yes.
So this is the oil. We don't have the chili
Oil.
here, so but yeah, this is the oil that you put on the rice.
Okay.
And Filipinos and rice with everything.
Yeah.
Was that a surprise?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, they eat rice in the morning, bro. Like
Mhm.
breakfast.
With coffee sometimes, right? Mix that up.
It's the only way to go.
That's it.
They're saying in the comments for you guys use your hands,
Oh yeah.
Oh
Use our
yeah.
hands.
Filipino style.
Pwede ba
Uh,
magkamay tayo? I don't know if we
magkamay.
have any kung tayo sa servieta. Servieta? Ano, mga kaibigan, ano sa
Tissue.
Tagalog?
Tissue.
Ano yung tunay na
Tissue.
Tagalog? Sir,
Wala. Alam mo ba? Tayong
Spanish servieta.
Tayo-
Servieta. Servieta.
Yeah.
Kurt, tayong dalawa lang yung marunong mga Tagalog dito sa kwarto nito.
Oo.
Yung mga iba hindi sila marunong.
Wala silang alam.
Pag hindi natin alam, hindi natin alam.
Guys, on the comments below, please let us know what he's
Kasi
talking about.
We're the only
Bro,
ones that speak Tagalog
Yung-
here, so we don't know what the word is. We don't know what the word is.
They
Maganda
lied.
silang lahat, mga maganda silang lahat sa mukha. Parang
Guwapo.
kinikush ko sa kanila.
They lied to all of us. He's not American. He's not Canadian. I don't care.
We're spies. We're undercover spies.
I say that all the time when I'm doing my walkabouts and just speaking Tagalog to people. They're like, "Why do you know how to speak Tagalog?" And one of my go-to answers is because I'm a Filipino. You can't see my face reaction. I love it's a Filipino reaction. You go like this. They go.
Oy.
They don't believe it.
Okay.
Bro, let me just give it out to some people here. So, shout out to Grateful Kid who says, I love this podcast, perfect team. And shout out to Random History. Oh my gosh, this guy speaking Tagalog is so fun. Gabriel, laughing. Pamela Capito. And from this, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Keep on sharing, keep on sending your messages as well as your comment. Of course, we will be reading your comments, guys. So shout out to Vic B. Shout out to La Link, watching from Brunei. Wow. Shout out to Dolfo. What are you guys eating? That's in Portuguese. Shout out to La Piang Shanghai. I think that is how you say hi, Kurt.
Hi.
You're spoggy.
Oh,
Oh, wait. Let's give a big shout out to All Things Filipino.
oh yeah.
Yeah, All Things Filipino. They're in their house.
Thank you, all things Filipino.
All Things Filipino. Thank you so much for the
Salamat
love.
po.
Thank you so
They're
much
they're so
for
great with
supporting
their
us.
support.
Great people, bro. Great people. And we can't wait to have a podcast with you guys when you guys land in the country, guys. Thank you so much. All Things Filipino. We love you guys.
We have a guy from Brazil, Dolfo.
Dolfo.
Guy, Dolfo, obrigado, velho.
So, bro, so that's
De onde você é do
and then
Brasil?
this
De
is the
onde
soy
você é?
sauce. You gotta put on the rice too.
Okay.
You gotta eat like Tagalog.
No.
You mix the rice already.
Okay.
You gotta make up the rice.
You gotta mix up the rice. That's like the Filipino style. Louis,
Yeah.
you're gonna
I'm just taking my time.
Ah, pode você quer comer? Vou comer sim.
The manginasal is like barbecue chicken. That's,
Barbecue
that's
chicken.
the thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, and this is one of my favorite things. Right?
Ooh, what is that? Barbecue pork?
Yeah.
Damn, thanks, dude.
It's just
You're hooking us up over here. You're always taking care of us. We got drinks, we got food.
Mangisal is one of my favorite foods in the.
yeah.
Philippines.
Bro,
You even thought about it before.
Pork.
Give me a little bit.
oh my God.
A little.
Bro, you're giving me a lot.
That's
That's bro, you're giving me a lot.
Trying to get you drunk.
I want to take you home later. Looks lang.
Shot puno.
Shot puno.
Shot puno.
Shot puno.
Whoa.
Shot puno.
Oh.
there you go.
Woo. Oh. Oh. Lord.
All right. Let
People
me
say we
taste
miss the karaoke.
Bro, yeah. That's the chicken and let me know, bro.
I've been eating it, man. It's great. The pork is amazing as well. Barbecue pork. I love it here. Love it, love it, love it. So sweet.
It's delicious.
I was just telling my Grab driver on my way up here from Alabama. He said, I spoke English half the ride because I wanted to surprise him. And he's like, well, have you had any favorite foods while you've been here in the Philippines? And I just went off on an entire list of foods that I ate. But I realized, because see, I have a sweet tooth. And Filipino food is perfect if you have a sweet tooth because it's so sweet. It's matamis.
Matamis.
It's sweet. It's savory.
Bro, what is matamis?
Sweet.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, I got
You won't believe me.
I'm the designated translator.
But Filipino food for me, it's like the perfect regional food because of the sweetness, the ingredients. And I love like Korean food, Japanese food, but it just doesn't hit the same as Filipino food. Because there's also like, I'm probably biased. There's an element of like just like home cooking feels to Filipino food. Regardless of where you go, it feels like, food coming straight from your mom's kitchen. For me, at least.
Care was put into it. That's what it feels like.
The secret ingredient
Pag-ibig.
is
Love.
Lab.
Lab.
Yeah.
And I think the adobo dish is probably the one that really represents that the best.
The chicken adobo, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I love chicken adobo, bro. Like chicken adobo with egg. Oh my God. Guys, just before, let me give another shout out. There are almost 500 people here on the live.
Wow.
So guys, please keep on sharing. Let's get these to 500 and then later we'll think about the 1,000. Okay, guys, let's go. Let's get it. So yeah, me, bro, when I was in college, you guys know that I did a college here, right? So by that time I was like, I'm still broke until now. But during that time I was like, really like broke.
Batangas?
In Batangas, bro. All my classmates, they know already. So, bro, I would go to Manginasal after school and I would be having 6 rices, bro. You know, like one that you eat?
Yeah.
I'm going to have 6.
Holy.
only rice.
Only rice. Oh, by the way, in Manginasal, it's unlimited rice. Unlimited rice, unlimited soup. So, bro, I would be having 6 rice so that I'm going to be full for the next day. I swear, bro. Like I swear.
If you want to eat affordably in the Philippines, it's possible.
Yeah.
Here, sometimes it seems like you can't do that because if you go to a restaurant, everything is so expensive. The same price as Canada or the States. You know. Last night I went to a little street vendor. I had sisig and rice. I had 2 servings of sisig and rice. 95 pesos.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to eat cheap, you really can.
Yeah.
Like you just find the right places, and even the fast food like Manginasal or Jollibee, Chowking.
We went to the water.
How much did you pay? 100?
100 pesos.
Yeah.
For the
I mean,
pares.
yeah, the Paris. And for the chicken, the thing is 120.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really affordable.
My wife loves this kind of food, calendaria.
Yeah. Carinderia.
She loves it. Sometimes, especially now, she gets craving, and then she wants to go. I want to go to the calendaria. I have to bring her.
That's where I've been eating all 3 meals since I got here. Was calendaria.
What is that? Calendar.
Carinderia.
It's
So
like
it's a place where they have like home cooked food.
Yeah, it's
Outside.
a mom and pop restaurant. It's usually out of a person's home. They can knock out a wall that opens to the street. Usually someone will cook like 7, 8, 9, 10 ulams. And they just serve it there on like a hot plate. And you just come, you tell them what you want. They serve it up for you. You go sit down. Very informal, very easy.
In a plastic.
In a plastic
bag.
Sometimes in plastic. A
Mic
lot
check.
ago, I was just in Barangay Kupang. Barangay Kupang at saka Barangay Buli down in Alabang. And it was so nice because they put everything on a nice plate for you and then they just wash it after you're done. but it's like a home cooked meal basically. So if you're itching for a home cooked meal, hit up the Caranderia.
And what's the ulam that you said?
Ulam is the topping that goes on
topping,
rice.
sauce.
Oh, okay.
Like adobo is ulam.
Mm.
It's basically like the main dish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro,
Like the
it-
rice-
People not
viand.
listening to you. They're
Ah.
asking.
Nobody knows it.
Yeah.
It's technically viand in English, but nobody in English knows that word.
And then I made a TikTok. It was 3 words that exist. What is it? 3 Tagalog words that don't exist in English. And all of the comments, one of the words that I did was ulam, which we don't really have a word. Like the main dish, like something that goes, on top or beside the rice. The rice is a given. Everyone's gonna eat rice. It's the main thing.
Malambing was
Mala-
the other one.
Malambing.
Malambing? Was that the other one you used? I
No,
thought?
I didn't do that one.
Oh.
I can't remember the words that I did. All of the comments were just saying the word you said, which I don't even know. What is it? No,
Viand.
I-
Viande, I think, or Viand.
it doesn't even sound like an English
It's an-
word.
Wait, that's
it's
what I
a-
was gonna say.
It's a borrowed word from French, I think.
Ovela.
What? Really?
You heard
It was
that
like
before?
viande.
Viande.
Meat.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
all
There
of
it
my
is.
comments are just, well, ulam in English is whatever. Yeah, beyond.
Viand.
Viand.
Bayan. And I was like, I never heard of that before in my life. What do you mean? That's all the comments. I was like, okay, that might be a Filipino thing. I don't
That's
know.
one of those English words just nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
very like old school English,
Mhm.
maybe.
We have a word like this for Portuguese. It's mistura. So we call it mix.
Mistura,
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, when you guys like talking about Carinderia, putting, bro, like me, I'll be buying food in the plastic as well.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
like
that hungry?
no, yeah, like that's how you like they do. You go to the Carinderia, an example, you say adobo,
Mm.
they're gonna put in the plastic, just like the plastic, gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
You get home and you just eat it.
You
Even the drink, have you guys seen like
The plastic bag.
yeah,
Yeah.
drinking like even like maybe Cobra, like energetic drink with straw
In a bag.
in bag. Bro, like I used to do that a lot, bro. Like old school, bro,
Yeah.
old school. Because I remember like when I'll be going to school. I mean, like when we had like an exam, I'll be going to my classmate boarding room. Has to start like until like 5 a.m. Bro, we always buying Cobra. I don't know if you have heard about that. I mean, about that drink.
It's an
Cobra.
energy drink.
Energetic drink, bro. Bro, that drink, it's gonna keep you awake for the whole day.
I've had it here.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's good,
I like
bro.
it.
Calvin, Gil Cueva says we should try pug pug.
Do you know what it's pag, right?
What's that?
Yeah,
Should we get some?
You wanna try?
What?
But I think,
Pug pug is a recycled.
but I think for us to try, we need to go.
Oh no, no, do
Tondo.
not try that. Come on. I
It's
think
a
I've reacted to a
recycled-
video where they did
Yeah.
that. No.
I think there's a recent video coming. I mean that what is this guy again? The one that does food.
White
Is-
guy.
The white
bandana.
is either the one in bandana. Food reviews, best food
Yeah,
reviews.
he did a pug pug.
Yeah, he did the pag with Chewy. I think that is the name of the
Yeah,
guy.
I think it's leftover meat
Yeah,
that is
so
reused, reboiled, and then
yeah,
reserved.
serve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your leftover meat from Jollibee or whatever.
Mhm.
So those people, I mean, they get it, they cook it, and then they sell it.
Yeah. I mean, if you can actually afford proper
I
meals, I don't think you should eat that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like for people who can't, I mean, it's an
I think you
good
should try.
alternative.
I think you should try. I mean,
Gil, kung ililibre mo ako, susubukan ko ang pug pug.
Gail,
Okay,
if you
if
pay for it, then I'll try it.
Yeah, sige. Ito yung translator ko.
What'd you say?
Pasensya.
What'd you say?
Gail, if you pay for it, I'll try
Okay,
it.
good.
I'm translating.
or maybe balot, bro.
Give me one for me also, Jared, please.
I think you should
Thank
try.
you.
I think you should try balot on this
Yes.
live, bro.
I'm down.
You
Do
know?
it. Mhm.
It's easy.
It's a special occasion.
It's
Yeah.
easy.
It can be arranged.
Alright. Are you gonna try balot?
Again?
Yeah. I mean, okay.
I mean,
Let's
why
go.
not? Eating
Balot,
balut
balot.
live. Yeah.
Balot, let's go, balot.
I don't think Jared is gonna.
Check out.
About
You are? No, bro, you're gonna try.
I'm
no,
down.
You're
I'm
Filipino.
down.
Like you guys, I mean, bro, you're gonna
We have to
represent.
share the balut.
You're gonna represent.
Here, di ba sa Tagalog, meron itong salita yung pag gumiginito ka sa mga sip-sipin, di ba?
Sip-sipin.
Is that sip-sipin?
soup.
Soup-supan.
That's like
When you're like scraping the meat off the bones.
soup, isn't it?
I thought it was sip-sipan. Maybe. Mga comment.
Yeah, ask
Sabihan
the
nyo sa amin.
viewers.
Check the comments.
It's a very Filipino thing when you get because the bones.
Bro, you gonna try it out?
They're telling you to try soup number 5.
What do you mean try? I tried it.
You gonna eat it again on the live?
No.
Let's try.
Mm.
I think since you have eaten doing it, I think you're gonna.
It's correct.
I see sipin.
They're telling you guys.
It is.
They're telling you guys to try the soup number 5. Guy knows what it is.
Oh yeah, soup number
What's
5.
that?
Soup number 5 is the cow's D. You haven't tried it?
What?
Handa na ako.
Girl's excited.
Cow?
Cow.
Don't D.
Oh, what?
That's the soup
Seriously?
number 5 here.
Ay, soup is Ilonggo.
Ilonggo.
Ah, okay.
You're fluent in Ilonggo.
I didn't even know. Agyabanak.
Wait, that's
Someone say
Ilocano.
soup
Okay.
soup means DJ.
Agyaman ak.
Oh, sorry. Ilonggo.
Someone said soup means DJ.
Grabe, Jerry. No, bastos ito.
I don't know, man. I was just talking about chicken. I don't know.
Balot is on the way.
No pun intended.
No pun intended.
Balot is on the way. Balot is on the way.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna ask her. Rio right now is sleeping, I think. Yeah, where's Rio?
What is this, boss?
Okay. So this is halo halo.
Okay, yeah.
Who likes halo halo?
I want hello, hello.
The foreigners.
Salamat po. Yeah. Don't forget to mix it.
Okay. You know what this halo halo means, right?
Mix it.
Mekus, mekus.
Mekus mekus.
Mixed up.
Gigi, I want to defend ourselves.
Defend.
Defend
on what?
Someone said there are five foreigners here, but only 3 have Filipino heart, Filipino spirit.
No.
Who said that?
Me and Gigi, we live here in this country.
No, okay, it's okay, don't mind. It's so loud.
We love the Philippines.
What they said that we're the 3 with the Philippines.
Yeah,
Yes.
Really?
Oh, you guys have been here like 10 years.
Yeah.
exactly. We love you
okay.
guys. Don't
We love you too.
We love you, man.
Everybody's
forget-
got a Filipino heart here. Everybody.
Absolutely.
Pusong Pinoy.
Gustong Pinoy, sakto.
It's very Filipino meal because we're already out of napkins.
Mm.
Oh man.
Wala na.
Nah, wala. Just
Bibig ko lang.
bro.
Soup mo lang.
How was the chicken?
Ikaw ang aking galing.
Chicken is gone, bro.
It's so
I ate
good.
it, man.
The barbecue chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tasty.
Very good.
Very
Thank you guys.
flavorful.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us on the show. This is awesome.
Bro, thank you so much for coming to the Philippines. I hope to see. I mean, we're not even done. We still have a lot. We still have a lot to talk. So you're
course.
going to Cebu?
Tomorrow
For how long are
morning.
you gonna stay there? Oh, guys, everyone from Cebu, go to the airport. Wait for my boy.
Yeah.
Much
Give him a
love.
farewell. Give him a
Yeah.
farewell.
Meet me there. It's just one day, and then we're going to Bohol for 3 days.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
nice choice.
No,
We're running out
no.
of time, so the trips are getting shorter. We only have 1 week left. We want to be back in Manila, well before the flight. So yeah, we're just going down there.
Bohol is good, but I would stay 1 day in Bohol, 3 days in Cebu.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, we already booked the Airbnb. I guess we did it wrong.
Cebu, there's a lot to do, brother. A lot.
Night in Cebu. No world's your oyster.
Bro,
That's a more.
I haven't been south of Alabang ever once. My whole Filipino
South of
experience.
Alabang?
Is north.
I've never been south of Alabang.
I've been north.
Alabang is the furthest I've gone south in the
No,
Philippines.
you are not serious.
Oh.
Brother, again?
Bro, you agreed. You agreed.
Just a bit, bro.
I do envy you, Jared, because you're gonna see the chocolate hills. I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chocolate
Yeah.
hills,
You know what I'm really excited for is seeing the tar shirt.
The tar shirt,
Or
yeah.
tar shirt.
Yes. Maliit na unggoy.
Paas, pababa, pasentro,
Go,
al dentro.
Adentro. But
Sorry, Mom.
Kurt, tell me about the northern Philippines
Ugh.
because I really want to go to Ilocos.
Dude,
I thought of doing that this trip, but I just didn't have the time.
you absolutely have to experience the northern Philippines.
Baguio. Tell us
All by
about
Baguio,
Yeah.
Ilocos Norte,
I
Pangasingan.
haven't been to Ilocos. I have been to Ilocos.
It's beautiful. Though. I'm biased because my very first experience as a human adult male It's like something an alien would say. My first experience as a human adult male outside of America was Northern Philippines. That was my very first country I traveled to. It was the first culture that I experienced. The first language that I was exposed to was Ilocano and Tagalog. So the Northern Philippines, it's provincial. Back when I was there in the early 2000s, it was very provincial. Lots of mga palay-palay, rice fields, small towns. They had bigger cities like Vigan. I lived in places like Agoo, which is now like a big surf town. But back when I was there, it was a very chill place. But it's a different vibe up north. It's very provincial. It feels like home for me. And once you get up there, it's just like another level. If you think you love Manila and Cavite, you get up to the Northern Philippines, and it's like it's a different world. Man.
And I hear it's not as hot as here.
No,
It's not.
No.
But Baguio is the summer
Baguio.
destination
Yeah.
because Baguio, I think it's like 6,000 or 7,000 feet in elevation. Diba?
Really?
I think so. Maybe
Baguio's
someone correct
cold,
me.
bro. Like in Baguio, you really gotta
Baguio
wear
is
a jacket.
beautiful.
You can't be dressed like that.
Sometimes snow. There's sometimes
Really?
snow in Baguio during the winter months. They'll get like some what do you call this?
Little like it's
like a
on the
like a
planks.
slushy
Yeah.
snow that then disappears after like an hour. But it's cool enough that the rain will freeze.
How long were you up in the north?
2 years.
2
A
years.
little over 2 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time. That was 2 years straight as
2
well.
years straight. It was 25 months. de hecho.
When was that?
Wow.
2000 September 9, 2001.
Wow,
Whoa.
wow.
Special date. We got to the Philippines. For those that don't know, I was a Mormon missionary in the Philippines. And we arrived in the Philippines, I think September 7th or 8th in Manila. It took like 3 or 4 days of travel to get up north. I think it was before that, so maybe September 4th or 5th. And then by the time I got to my first residence in Bangat Abra, which is way out in the middle of nowhere, I think like 3 or 4 days later 9/11 happened.
Oh,
And so we didn't know what was happening. We were
Yeah.
very cut off from technology.
Yeah.
We didn't have cell phones, no TV, no radio. We got a call from the mission supervisor headquarters, and they said, "Don't leave your apartment for a week." So we did. So I learned how to play chess. I practiced my Tagalog. I had no idea what was going on.
Wow.
And then after a week, we just went out like normal. And I didn't really process 9/11 or the war on terror, which I participated in the military. I didn't even process it till I got home 2 years later. It was just like it wasn't something that was like in front of me. It was like a different world. So I forget the question.
No, it was just
So
asking you
we're
about
talking
the
about the
northern-
first time here. when
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that, was
yeah,
that?
So it was all up north. It was Abra, Pangasinan, at La Union, were the areas I lived in.
100 Island. Have you been there?
Where
100
is it?
Island. Pangasinan.
Yeah, I used to live in
Islands.
Poso Rubio, Pangasinan was the
Ah,
area
that's
I lived
nice.
in. Yeah.
So,
And go, brother.
have you been a tourist in the Philippines? As in, did you go to like the islands, like island?
I've never been to
hopping?
the islands, not once. Yeah.
Seriously?
It was 2018 was my next return trip to the Philippines.
For how long you stayed?
It was only like a month. It was in Mandaluyong.
Oh, okay.
I got an Airbnb in Mandaluyong, and this was after I'd gone to college, did a master's degree. I'd been working in like a commission-only job for like 4 straight years, burned out. So I stayed in Mandaluyong for like a month straight, and I stayed in the Airbnb. I would order food, and I'd walk to the gym, and then and that was like my whole trip to the Philippines.
Wow.
I know, it was such a waste of time.
Were you doing content by that time?
I just started Tagalog Kurt 6 months prior to that trip, and the Instagram and Facebook account Tagalog Kurt I started in January of 2018 to help me prepare for that trip because my Tagalog had just fallen off a cliff from non-use. So that was my first time back to the Philippines after like but I didn't make any content at all when
and
I was
now,
here.
and now you're a full-time YouTuber, right?
Part-time becoming full-time.
Okay. Great.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Alright, sweet.
I wish one now would
Sana
say
all.
that. Part-time. Becoming full-time anytime soon.
You're going to be full time soon, man.
Yeah.
That's your goal. That's what you want to do, right?
Huh?
That's what you want to do.
Of course. Yeah. My boss cannot say that.
We just passed 500. We just passed 500.
We just passed 500?
509.
509. Oh, 500 people in the
Thank you
live.
guys.
And then someone is getting red already.
Someone is that?
Getting red
Someone is getting red
from the
already.
shots.
People are like,
It's probably not Calvin. Oh yeah.
bro, I'm red.
My God, your sweater's turning red. What happened?
And, someone, okay, actually, I mean, I think there was a guy that asked this question straight to Ovela.
I have it here.
Sure.
A question for you. Why is no Filipino singer penetrating international scene?
Who's the person? What's his name?
Yeah, sorry. It's a TJPO from VT, from YT.
Okay, well, that's a tough question, but I think the simplest answer would be because Filipinos are the best singers in the world, but what they do great is sing other artists' music. They cover music really well, you know. And I don't think that's what the world wants to hear. They want to hear original music. And I'm not saying that Filipinos don't have original music. They do, OPM. But once they start singing their Tagalog or whatever, you know, I think international audiences.
I think it's just like Afro beats. Get it? Like a few years ago,
Yeah.
in America, you wouldn't even be listening to Davido. You wouldn't even listen to Burna's Boy.
Sure, but Americans, for them, it's easier to listen to Davido and Burna Boy because they sing in English, right?
But it's like, no, it's not really, how do you call it? Pidgin, I don't know how to say. It's like a Nigerian language. It's not like full English. Me listen to that music, I understand.
Yeah.
I only vibe with it, but
Okay.
I don't really get it.
Yeah, but the best way for them to popularize their music is to actually sing a little bit in Tagalog and a little bit in English, and that's what SB19, for instance, they do as well. You know.
Do you think that there could be a potential wave of P-pop?
Oh,
As there's
absolutely.
been like K-pop has taken over the
And
world.
it
That's
started
happening
with
already.
SB19.
That's happening
Oh
already.
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So
Yeah.
you believe when, like an example, when we're talking about SB19, we're talking about a project that can be like BTS worldwide.
Absolutely. But have you noticed how BTS they sing? Like it's not just in Korean, right?
Yeah,
They
in
sing
English
in
as
English
well.
as well. So
So-
that's what they need to do here as well. Yeah.
I think English speakers more and more are getting interested in music from other cultures, though.
Yeah.
Like even if it's not in English, you know, like Latin music, for example, the last 5 or 7 years has been popping off in the
Longer
US
than
and
that,
Canada.
even
right?
longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I think the biggest one was like Despacito, right? And
Yeah,
then everyone was
yeah,
like,
exactly.
boom.
Bro, that does every, like in the Philippines, if you go to nightlife, like everywhere you go, they will be playing that music, brother.
You know,
Despacito everywhere.
I think also artists need to thank applications like CapCut
CapCut, yeah.
because of the subtitles everywhere. Like on TikTok now, like you can understand anything thanks to that. Yeah.
So you
How about
think
Bruno Mars?
He's
half
partly
Filipino,
yeah,
yes.
for sure.
But he doesn't sing Filipino
No,
music.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does exactly.
I guess
Yeah.
that's what they meant.
Yeah.
they mean like someone like who lives really like in the Philippines? An example, who
Kinda
can we give it?
Like what's his name? The Korean
Psy.
Gangnam Style.
Psy.
Psy.
The way he went worldwide.
Nobody knew who Psy was in America before 2013, and then all of a sudden he's a worldwide. And I think that opened the doors,
Mhm.
at least in America,
Yeah.
for K-pop.
Absolutely.
Now K-pop is like very popular in America.
Mm-mm.
I think I agree. I think there's going to be a wave of P-pop coming, along with hopefully.
Do they have?
Filipino
I
food.
mean, I don't really like listen to a lot of P-pop music.
Mhm.
Do have a lot of groups. I mean, I know there's Beanie. Is Beanie?
Beanie.
Beanie. I know there's SB19.
There's B.
I know there's-
YO.
I know there's YGIG. By the way,
By the way,
a podcast coming soon with YGIG guys.
it was
Stay tuned.
awesome. Was
Yeah.
awesome.
They have a bunch for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think
G-
Ines is about to say something.
Oh,
because
Ines,
he's a
oh,
Oh, no,
DJ.
I just wanted to chime in on the subject before we change it. I realized the major thing too is the passport, how weak it is, because this is something that I wondered for a long time. You know, like how come more Filipino acts don't go to the States? It's because the passport is super weak.
Wow.
You think so?
Yeah, no,
You
it is.
mean-
It's a fact.
It's
Yeah.
What do you mean by weak? There are a lot of requirements. It's hard
Yes.
for them to
They-
enter US.
Yes.
They need
The
to
amount
ask
of
for
visas.
visas. all
It's
the
hard to
time.
go to Japan
Wow.
for Filipinos. Yeah.
Why is it?
I don't know.
They
man.
just haven't negotiated like instant visas or something.
No, it's the
Well-
green passport. It's just like the Algerian passport.
I mean,
We
it's just
don't
like an
have
African
access to a lot of
passport.
countries.
Sure. There's a hierarchy of passports and the
Mhm.
power that they
Yeah.
have internationally. Yeah.
I just read that the U.S. passport lost its place in the ranking.
Really?
It went down from like 1 or 2 or 3 down to like I think like
I still good.
Yeah, it's still very good. Yeah,
It's still good compared to my African passport.
like us three are very lucky because
Oh, yeah.
we can travel almost anywhere without asking for a visa.
This Brazilian, this guy's Brazilian.
Yeah, I don't know if Brazilian.
It's medium.
Brazil's
It's not like like America, but
Yeah.
we have some
Good.
less restrictions. You go
This
to
guy, they go to
some
Japan, they don't need visa.
Yes, Japan. No.
But me, I need visa everywhere, bro. Even in Africa, me going to this guy's country, I need a visa.
No, it's crazy. That's something that I learned recently. You know, the difference between one passport and another.
Yeah.
The places you can go,
Yeah.
the visas you need, the barriers in your way. And it's crazy. The Canadian American passport, we're so lucky.
Lucky, yeah.
We got so much privilege with that passport. It's insane.
For instance, my brother, he became Canadian not because he loves Canada, but because he wanted the passport, the blue
Sure.
passport, so that he could travel.
Yeah, yeah.
On the other hand, I'm very proud to be Canadian, you know. But I'm also happy with the passport.
He has to say that because he's sitting next to me.
I know this guy wants to be me.
People in the immigration will.
Okay. You'll be like, oh, so you're in the Philippines? Okay.
You can
And
stay there.
You did a podcast? Okay. Go back.
Did you hear that, Justin Trudeau? Did you hear that? He's happy. He likes it.
And I'm going back tomorrow, so gotta be careful.
I read it's in the States. I don't know if it's the same in Canada, but in the States, there's like a Thai restaurant on every corner. And I read it's because the Thai government pushed out an initiative that said if you want to emigrate from Thailand to other
States.
nations, we'll help you with the visa process. We'll help you get citizenship. We'll give you non-recourse loans that you don't have to pay back to still
Wow.
open up Thai restaurants. Because for Thailand, it was a way to popularize Thai culture. And ever since that happened, I think it was the early 2000s, they've saw like a 10-fold increase in their tourism to Thailand simply by getting Thai food in front of people. So I was just speaking with someone the other day. I said, if the Philippines really wants to get more exposure, like let's get more Filipino. Like in Utah, we have like 5 Filipino restaurants out of a state of 3.3 million.
Wow.
There's not a lot at all. So
Mm.
if the Philippine government could start pushing out an initiative to help open up Filipino food restaurants, I think that would be a game changer.
For sure.
Game changer.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Filipino food is so well accepted. When
Oh,
people
it's
think,
great.
yeah, it's different than from Thai. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody tries it.
Yeah.
They have a so good experience for that.
But like nobody knows about, at least in America, nobody knows about Filipino food except for like adobo, lumpia, and like that's it. They've never heard-
Jollibee.
yeah, they've never
Jollibee.
heard of lechon paksu. They've never heard
Yeah.
of mang inasal chicken. There's such a huge space that isn't filled in the States with Filipino food.
They probably know Jollibee spaghetti, no?
Maybe. Well, maybe now because of Benny, what is his name? Benny Blanco, the guy who spit out
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jollibee food on camera.
That was like that was
That was a
silly.
whole thing.
That was silly
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
Did you make a video about it?
I did. I made a video about it.
Really?
I wasn't happy with Benny Blanco.
Yeah, I did.
Because you can not like, I mean, I don't like a lot of food, but I don't spit it out and
Right?
say, "Ugh, Jollibee.
It's
ugh."
disrespectful.
It was so
Yeah.
disrespectful.
It is,
Yeah. I hope.
And I think I don't know. I don't know if I'm correct. I think he has some Filipino on his blood. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what someone told me.
I don't know.
Selena Gomez, you can do better.
Okay, Ovela, someone is asking, did my super chat go through? No, for me, your super chat didn't come through. So feel free if you want to send more gift. We didn't see anything here. And guys, if you want to send any gift, please, we would appreciate.
Well, I'd like to give a big shout out to my subscribers, you
Go,
know,
brother.
because they came to my meet and greet
Oh yeah.
yesterday.
Last
So
night,
I want
last
to thank them for the
You
positive
would-
energy and the gift and everything. Because of that, I have to buy a new suitcase today just so that I can take the gifts with me
The
to
gifts,
Canada.
yeah, yeah.
You were there
Yeah.
till like 2 a.m., right?
Yep.
Like 1 a.m.,
absolutely.
2 a.m.?
How was it?
It was incredible. You know, like we sang all together.
Oh, wow.
We vlogged the whole thing. They even got me T-shirts with my face on it.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. That was so sweet.
That's
You know?
amazing.
Yeah. It was fantastic. They even got free massages, thanks to my friend Joey Duque. So
Wow.
yeah, it was incredible.
Do you
Such
feel
a
like
great
that was
time.
like the big buildup of your trip for the last 10 years of content creation? coming here? And then
Absolutely.
how big? How many people would you say attended?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
about 22
Wow.
to 23 people.
Wow.
Yes.
And then you had a whole suitcase
a
of
whole suitcase.
mga pasalubong.
Pasalubong.
Yeah.
Pasalubong.
Yeah. You know, food. They got me. What's the name of the very popular Filipino truck?
A jeepney.
Jeepney.
A jeepney.
They got me 2 jeepneys, a big one, a smaller one. Yeah, T-shirts.
So now, bro, I'm gonna give you an idea. When you're doing your reaction,
Mhm.
all these jeepney, you gotta put it. I can
At
see
the
you.
back.
Got me this.
Bro, it
I
needs to
wanted
be
to rock
behind
it
you.
today.
It needs to be behind you.
Oh yes, I
So
told them I was gonna put it on my desk for
Yes,
sure.
on your desk, behind you, so
Mhm.
that everybody will. I mean, people here they're also asking if you were in the SB19 concert.
Yeah.
And how was it?
It was fantastic. I met a lot of SB19 fans who are called the 18.
Mhm.
They are the loudest crowd in the world because they are primarily women, right? So very high pitched noises throughout the entire concert. Like I covered my ears at least 5 times for sure. Yeah. And SB19, they did a great job. And I met a lot of my fans there too, who weren't very happy with me because I was a little bit critical about SB19 in my
Before.
reaction videos. Yeah. But then they were like, okay, now you've attended the concert, so we forgive you. It's all good. So thank you. Salamat po.
People are asking you if you are capable of working as a sound engineer in a big concert like the one in SB.
I could, for
Yeah.
sure. Of course. That's what I studied.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sound
Absolutely.
engineering.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Back in 2010, though. It's been a
The
while.
early days.
And
Yeah.
and there's a girl that asked if is Jared single and why he's so quiet.
I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. And I'm not that quiet. I don't know. I'm here. I'm
Mm.
just listening.
People,
Okay,
He's
Ask
Canadian.
people
He's
Ask
very
him
polite.
questions. Ask him questions.
Ask him questions, guys. Ask him
Yeah,
questions.
ask him questions.
questions. And someone asked, what is your opinion about the passport bros?
Oh, that's a good one.
Everyone gets
Okay, guys.
quiet.
Okay.
I mean, let me say, like, since I arrived in the Philippines, being in Makati, BGC, you see a lot of foreigners.
Mhm.
A lot of foreigners around here. It's a very international place. A lot of English. I haven't always been super impressed with how foreigners act in the Philippines, to be honest. I think a lot of people come here for the sheer fact that their money goes farther. They don't know anything about Filipino culture.
Yeah.
They don't really care about Filipino people,
Sure.
about Filipino food. And they have a little bit of a, what's the word? Kind of a chip on their shoulder.
Ego.
A bit of an ego.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like they feel like
Superior?
the Philippines, superior. The Philippines owes them something. I got money, so I should be able to get whatever I want. It's not everybody, right? Like all of us are foreigners, right? We're not like that, but there are people that are, and I don't like that. It's a bad look, and I don't want people to associate me with those people. Yeah, so sometimes I'm a little bit embarrassed here to be a foreigner because I see people and I'm like, I don't like the way you treat Filipinos. I don't like that. I really don't appreciate that. And so the idea of a passport bro kind of, there's some overlap there where some people are just here for economic reasons and they don't care about the culture, you know? Now there are some people that aren't like that too, so I don't want to generalize, but that's something that I've noticed definitely, especially in these areas of Manila.
Could you describe what the passport bros is or are for those who don't know what it is?
Tenes, please
Should we
help
Google
us
it?
here.
Should we Google it?
There are many-
I don't
Google the
really know.
definition.
There are many
So I-
definitions, but
there are many,
there's
yeah.
one that is from US. It's guys that
Coming-
are they don't want to.
No, like they're
They don't
guys,
want to-
they're
they don't want-
guys living in the United States or Canada or whatever because they have a good passport, coming to Asia looking for girls in Asia.
Exactly.
No.
That's
Yeah,
No,
that is-
not only
no.
girls. Not only girls. When you
No?
say passport bros, they said it's a guy that is looking something different than the woman they have in US.
That's the same.
It's not the same. When you
Well,
say
but then-
girls, we can associate that to a sexual
Okay.
something related to sex.
Okay.
But no, when you say passport bro, it's guys that they don't want to deal with. They call it so-called modern women,
Mhm.
and then they don't want that anymore. So they find people, the girls from other countries like Latin America, Southeast Asia. They think that those ladies, they are more prepared to marriage.
But
So-
the reason that the passport is in Passport Bros is because one of their main selling features is that they can bring them back to
That's
the US
it.
or Canada, right?
Exactly.
It's not just saying I'm looking for an alternative for a girlfriend.
Mhm.
There's sometimes an unfair power dynamic.
That
between
is it.
people,
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
So that's the part where it gets a little dicey, where it's like, okay, I'm here because I want an alternative relationship or a different, girl from a different culture. But what I'm offering is not my personality.
Exactly.
It's not my cultural awareness.
It's my passport.
It's my
Even,
passport.
even my looks,
And my-
sometimes
and my
even
cash.
I'm not offering my looks because
I think
that's
the
true.
term to what Jared
So
was
which
saying-
means I cannot be a passport bro.
No,
I'm
no, no.
African.
I think what Jared was saying, though, I think to be a passport bro, I think there comes with it like a certain level of like entitlement that you
Yes,
think you have.
exactly.
Mhm.
That's the
That's-
word.
Well
Actually,
said.
That's
That's
the word. And it's
actually.
like Jared said, it's like you come to whatever country. And I think the stereotype as a passport bro is someone who can't find
Bro,
a woman in their own country.
Sorry to cut you off.
Uh-oh.
So whenever we receive a gift, we're just gonna stop and give
Oh,
shout out
yeah.
to the person that sent
Sure.
a gift. Shout out to Fromis Ghana who sent €2.
Oh, nice.
Thank
And
you,
then
man.
this is what he said: Beanie are accessible. Would be cool to see them here. Of course, we would love to have them here one day in the podcast. Thank you so much, Fromis Ghana, for the gift.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry to cut you over.
I was gonna say, I think there's two, like, because in America, we hear the term passport bro, and I think we think it's a guy who has no luck with women in his home country, and then he abuses the passport, and he comes to whatever country it is, Vietnam, the place that we are currently residing, and they think that it gives them
The
they
power.
deserve, power, and it's
Yes.
like the power dynamic. But then I also think, to your point, I think there's a group of men that I've seen in America who they want a traditional family.
Yeah,
they want a
Thank you for
traditional
saying
woman.
that. Yes.
And they know that specifically, I know that I've never dated a Filipina, but you can see Filipinas are incredibly warm, incredibly loving.
Mhm.
They just, when you're with them, you are the center of their focus in a relationship. That is,
That's
I think-
very true.
I think
Very
that's the
caring,
other. So I
yeah.
think there's like two sides of like being a passport bro. There's the negative side of a guy who just wants to come and abuse the passport, think he's entitled to it, treats people with disrespect, and then there's people who just want a loving relationship.
They don't
Yeah.
all have bad intentions.
It's not all bad.
But that's the
Dark
thing.
room.
It all depends on the intentions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly, there you
Right.
go.
Like, I mean, my girlfriend is from Colombia.
Mhm.
Right. And we're dating. And so, like, am I a passport bro because I'm dating someone from another country? Right. My intent, I spent 9 months in Colombia. I love the country. Right. I learned Spanish. I've lived there. I love the food. I love the people. Like, I'm invested in that culture. And I'm just interested in traveling and meeting people that have, more diverse worldviews. And when you meet people from other countries, it's a great way to learn about the world, right? And my girlfriend is amazing. And so for me, my intentions are nothing but, what I would call like pure, right? I'm not looking to take advantage of any other people. I don't feel like I have an entitlement. I don't deserve anything more than the average Colombian does or the average Filipino, right? So yeah, it really comes down to what you're looking to get out of your relationship or your trip, right?
Yep.
Speaking of that, on that similar thread, when I started making content very, very part-time in 2018, this didn't come up until like 2022 when my accounts started to grow. The term Pinoy baiting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have you-
yes.
You guys have heard about
Oh,
that.
yes.
I think
So-
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
How do you guys? So I first came across that in like 2022 when people were like, "Oh, he learned Tagalog just to get views," and I was like, "That's a really tough thing to do to learn to get views on
Right.
social media."
Exactly.
How do you guys deal with that? Is that something that like comes up often? Because I see it occasionally come up in my feed, not very much. What do you guys do when you
I've
come across
addressed
that?
it
Who wants to
once
go
in
first?
a video, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just told them my opinion about the
Yeah.
subject, and now I ignore it. It's that
It's
simple.
the best thing.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate.
And it's a
Ainers gonna
minority.
ain't.
And it's
Yeah.
always the minority that will mention
Yeah.
that.
But I think what you mean is like, what is our opinion of the idea of Pinoy baiting? Is that what you're asking?
I think what do you guys think of like when people accuse you of like surface level, superficial feelings towards the Philippines,
Yeah.
i.e. Pinoy baiting?
So I think I'm gonna give my honest answer, right?
Please.
I've been in the Philippines for
Philippines.
oh
I've been in this country. I've been in this country.
Place where we currently are.
shot.
Tagay.
Shot.
Tagay.
Shot.
Excuse me, why Janelle is not drinking?
Tines,
I'm running it.
you've got a whole lot of drinking to catch up with, bro.
So I have been here for the past 10 years, right? And I don't know if I should. I mean, I think it's already. It's not announced yet, but on 31st, I'll be announcing like an award that I'm kind. I don't. How do I say it in this? For the
With care.
award.
You say with
Nominated.
care.
You're nominated
Okay.
for an award.
I have been nominated for one of the most famous award here in the Philippines.
Wow.
It's coming out on March 31st.
You deserve it,
on
bro.
Friday. So I can't talk that much. I think I still need to wait for the results.
Okay.
But we had an interview, and then they asked me the same thing. And I said, I've been in the Philippines for the past 10 years. Whatever crisis Filipinos went through, I was involved as well. Because if it affected me in a way, if the US dollars go up and down, it will affect me as well. When I arrived here in the Philippines, one egg, it used to be 1 pesos, 2 pesos, 3 pesos. Pansit, you would buy for 5 pesos, 6 pesos. Jeepney, it used to be like 6 pesos, 7 pesos. And for all this time that I have been living here, of course, I wasn't doing content. And now that I'm doing content, you're going to call me that I'm doing Filipino baiting. Knowing that I live in this country. And whatever everybody goes through, I go the same way.
Yep.
So, and for me, just like, you have your own opinion, and I know what I'm trying to do. I know myself, and I'm not doing it because you want me to do it. I'm doing it because I love it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't put myself out there, showing my face, because eventually people, they will always not agree with what you're doing. They will always try to find a way. Oh, you're doing this for the sake of money, bro. I work. I put in.
Like, what money?
Yeah. Well, money.
It's because I love it. I work. I have my own work, and many people, they don't even know this.
Yeah.
I have my own job.
Yep.
If people, they knew what was my job, they wouldn't even be like Pinoy baiting. Did you get it? But yeah, but it's what you said. I will be getting that once in a while, and I just ignore. Actually, like sometimes my girlfriend, she would be like, before she was like, should I respond? I'm like, no. Before I'm like, nah, you don't need to respond on that. Just ignore it. Yeah.
And they have such a huge misconception about how much we make from our Pinoy content. You know, they think that we're millionaires. So here, every time people ask me, they actually ask me, like, how much do you make? I tell them honestly.
Yeah.
They realize that it's not that much, you know. So no, we do it for the love of the Filipino people, culture, and tradition. And if we were Pinoy baiting, I think we would do it for just maybe a couple of years, 3
And then
years.
give up.
And then you don't make
peace
money
out.
and you stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, it's sort of like,
It's been 8 years for me, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's true.
I think what we're talking about as well is like the RPM rates. So if people aren't familiar, if you make content on YouTube, especially,
you're gonna
give it away. Give it away.
I'm gonna give the secrets, okay?
Give it
away. Give it away.
Listen up.
Spill the
These are
beans.
the monetization secrets of YouTube. So listen up. Listen very carefully. One view is not worth the same in every country.
Exactly.
So depending where your audience is from, you make a different amount of money. And the Philippines, in comparison to a lot of other countries, is very low on that list. So they calculate it per 1,000 views. And you don't make that much if your audience is primarily Filipino.
Exactly.
Now, that doesn't mean that Filipino viewers are worth any less. Of course not, right? Our audiences are primarily Filipino. And
It's how much advertisers are willing to pay to get in front.
exactly. So most advertisers on YouTube are American companies looking to sell to American people or Western people. And so a lot of advertisers that might put ads on YouTube might not even have the capability of shipping products to the Philippines. So they would have no incentive to put ads in those videos. And so that's why you make, less money. But that being said, Filipino subscribers are very, very supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive. I would say, more than a lot of other groups. And so it's like kind of a, catch-22. But in terms of the financial aspect of it, we don't really make that much in comparison to a lot of other creators.
And this will against the statement that you guys do that for debates. No? It will show even more that you are doing this for the content itself and for the people, not for the
Right.
money.
No, I do. I
That's
do.
No, but I mean, I
True.
think we just to. There's some YouTuber making a lot of money too. Don't get us wrong. Even if they're doing Filipino content,
Yeah.
but we're not into that level
Exactly.
yet.
I do see what they're saying because I'll see sometimes maybe they're not influencers or content creators, but people who just have a TikTok and Instagram and Facebook or whatever, and they just make videos about their dog or their family, nothing serious. And then they come to the Philippines to Palawan or Siargao for vacation, and all of a sudden that video skyrockets in views because Filipinos, I think, love seeing a foreigner's perspective on the Philippines. Because one thing I've noticed about Filipinos is they're very, very humble people. They don't brag. They're not braggadocio.
that's true.
Yeah.
So when you can get the viewpoint of something you have been around your entire life, a Filipino living in their country, when you get a different viewpoint, it's very interesting.
They're proud.
So
Very
I think
proud.
I see what they see when a random person from Germany or Italy or the Americas come here and their video of being on a beach in Siargao skyrockets, and then all of a sudden, all of that person's content is now Philippine related. I think that's a little bit more suspicious because it seems like a surface level switch to like try to get views. But then my thoughts is, what's the problem if they're showing more of the Philippines to the rest of the
Absolutely.
Of
world?
course.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, being in America, we don't get a lot of exposure to the Philippines. There's very little exposure to real Filipino life, real Filipino culture. So I think the more that we can expose foreigners to the Philippines, I think that's a great thing. And I know some people will disagree, but I think the more the better.
And a lot of Filipinos would agree with you as well.
I think so.
Because I've read some comments.
I think it's the
Yeah.
minority that are just like,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
just angry.
Well, that's
about
the reason that Filipino content, especially from the foreign perspective, does so well. That the majority of people really do enjoy that, right? If that wasn't the case, you wouldn't see people being able to make a video in Palawan or Siargao and have a lot of views, right? And so that's like a testament to the interest that Filipinos have in that kind of content.
Yeah, I mean, their content.
Ace John R, sorry to interrupt you, but he made a very nice
okay.
comment. He said, whatever you do, guys, simply showing your love to our country earns our respect.
Nice.
So thank you, guys.
And just to stop a bit, Eugene Code, thank you so much for $5.
Wow.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Come on.
Nice.
Okay, someone asked, do you think BGC is the content creator capital on the world? I think per square meter, I see one YouTuber.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. BGC is
I
first
think
place.
he needs to answer this. Tess, do you think BGC?
I don't even leave BGC.
He's always here.
No, there is a lot though, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
A lot of content creators,
I mean, there's a
YouTubers,
lot.
and even artists.
How many would you
stars.
say for foreign content creators here in like the BGC area? How much?
Nah,
How much would you guys say that there are? Number one,
in the whole BGC,
if you're in your opinion.
20.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Like, and 20, I know at least 11 or 12 content creators, foreigners, living in the
Like
BGC.
7 of them are here in
Yeah.
the studio.
We
You guys have
already-
like half of them.
Yeah.
We already interviewed 4. We already did podcast with 4.
Yes. Now imagine those that haven't been here yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot, like a lot.
I mean, I told you, right? I was just leisurely buying something at the supermarket at SM Aura, and I met a YouTuber making it happen vlog.
Yeah, making it happen
Mike.
vlog, yeah.
So there
So
you go.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I think we need to recognize as well, that a lot of content creators are foreigners, right? Like you just said, Filipinos want that foreigner perspective. And so just being from the countries that we are gives us an advantage, right? Like I speak Tagalog and I speak English. So do most Filipinos,
Mhm.
right? But for some reason, when I do it, I get a lot of attention and they don't, right? So there is a lot of privilege that comes with the countries that we're from.
Yeah.
Is it the country or the look? How you look,
It's in the countries, no?
right? Because you could be born here, but if you look like this, I think you would still get a lot of attention.
Yeah, that's probably the way that I look. Yeah.
For
Right.
sure.
I look like I'm not from here.
Yeah.
That's really what you need.
I think
right?
it's an advantage, but also my feed is filled with Filipino content creators. Zika Bella, Lottie. These are all Filipinos who are, they look Filipino, but they're very, very popular. At least it's on my feed because I searched them out.
Kong TV.
Kong
Kong
TV,
TV,
yeah.
yeah.
Porong,
Kong
Porong
TV,
Germs.
the
Or
biggest-
Porong Germs is in Filipino.
Foreign germ.
Foreign germ.
Foreign Germs, but then there's Porong Germs. You guys seen Porong Germs?
Mhm.
He does the street. They're so funny. He does street interviews similar to Foreign Germs,
Oh, yeah.
but he's funny.
And Will Dasovich is half.
Oh, yeah, Will
So he
Dasovich.
looks pretty Filipino. Yeah.
Alex
You're right.
Gonzaga.
Oh yeah,
Alex
yeah.
Tony
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga as well.
Like
Kurt,
there are,
there's a nice comment here.
Go.
No.
uh-oh.
Daddy Kurt,
Ay,
isang hi
naku.
naman yan.
Nakakahiya naman, no.
Daddy Kurt.
My mom's watching this
Come on,
podcast.
guys. His mom's watching.
Daddy.
What does it mean? What does it
This
mean?
is Daddy.
Daddy Kurt.
Daddy
Okay,
Kurt.
so you say, Daddy Kurt, isang hi naman diyan.
Like,
Hi.
hey, hi.
She's
Hi, Rhino White.
Him to shout out for her, but
Pa-shout out kayo,
Daddy-
Rhino White. Salamat po. Ang bait nyo talaga. Kakahina, napapula naman ang mukha ko.
Thank you very much. Shout out to you. My face is turning red because I'm so embarrassed.
Salamat po.
He's blushing. They're asking if you can sing in Tagalog.
I can't sing in English. So
That should be an episode of the podcast, this karaoke session.
Oh,
it's gonna take a lot
No,
more of these.
bro, no. I think we are wrong. We're asking, bro, sorry to ask you. I think we should have asked to someone that have been doing music for years.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
no, Ovela.
Yeah. That-
Music get news. Brother, can you sing in English or Tagalog?
No, I can't sing. Actually, yesterday they wanted me to sing karaoke with them. I said yes, but only if you guys sing with me first, right? And I can join in.
Drown out.
Exactly.
You said
There
that
you go.
I can set up the equipment, but I cannot.
Wow. Luis, can you give a shout out to this guy that sent?
Yes, man. Bripto Breeze.
Bripto.
He's one of BGC boys.
Wow.
He said
BGC boys.
BGC
Shout out for
boys.
him. Thank you, man.
And then he sent
To the
$10 US dollars.
Mahal na mahal kita dito sa aking puso.
There we go. That was the musical number we were
That's
waiting
it.
for.
That's all we
Bro, yeah, you were talking about the music. You can't sing?
No, I'm not a singer. There's a difference between being a singer and a sound engineer or
So
beat
wait,
maker.
can you-
Why do you think beat makers don't sing or rap? Because
They're beat makers. They make the beat.
Yeah, they make beats.
So you can already see if this person sings good.
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
I'm gonna give it a try.
Okay.
I'm
Here we go.
I already know the answer.
No, it's okay.
Wait,
Sige na, sige na.
I'm gonna do. Okay. Guys. So the title of the song is. I need to cover my face.
That's the title of the song?
Come on.
People are gonna make me. You get it.
Sing Akin Ka Na Lang.
No, I don't know that one.
Okay.
I only know this one.
Okay, Gento
Bebo,
from
Bebo.
SB19.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mahal kita, pero mahal kita, pero oh. Sa tita, sa nanay, sa kuya, sa si tita, la. Mahal.
Come on. There we go.
Oh my God.
Bro, I can imagine Ovela reacting on this now. Stop.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it. That was
Oh,
cute.
man.
That was
I'd say
cute?
That was cute.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yes.
You're on the
Yeah,
next
let's say
Philippines
cute.
Got
And
Talent.
A for effort. A for effort.
Oh,
because
thank you so much,
had the
brother.
courage
So
to
do you
it.
think if I want to because I'm thinking of being an artist.
No,
Studies.
No, this is better for you.
It's Okay, so you can't sing it all.
No. What's the name of the song that you sang?
I think it's Mahal Kita
Mahal Kita.
by Constantina. Guys, please let me know.
Yen Constant.
Yeah, Yen Constantina. Guys, on the comments below, please let me know if I'm right.
Was he pitchy, guys? Let him know in the
Let
comments.
me know if I can sing as well, guys. But I think, like, bro, I can't sing that well in Tagalog, right? But the thing is, because of my classmates, when we used to, bro, you wouldn't go, especially here in the Philippines, to a Filipino party without a karaoke, right? So I think when I arrived in my college, I was the only black guy. Like, imagine, like, I think for 1 year, 2 years, I was the only black guy. So I remember my classmates, whenever they have a party, that was in Batangas, they will always invite me to the house because they want to show, like, okay, we have a foreigner and they want to make me feel home as well. Bro, like, they will be making me sing. And my favorite music from all time, it has been this one, Mahal Kita. But until now, for 10 years, I don't know how to
So you're saying that you have trouble singing in Tagalog.
Everywhere, brother.
Do you sing better in Portuguese?
No.
Angola?
Not even Portuguese. I mean, rap music I can try, like if I'm listening to the music. But like singing, showing my talent, I think that is for Jared.
Different Jared. Yeah.
And bro, let me just ask you this. So like an example, both of you that speak Tagalog right now. So your content is totally like it's different. Now that you're doing vlogs, right? Are you doing like vlogs in English or in Tagalog?
It's been a bit of a transition for me making vlogs at all. Like you said, I mostly just did videos at home with like, just one camera and me, or I interviewed people, right? I did like, Zoom calls and stuff, or going out and doing interactions with people and kind of getting reactions, but never like just directly talking to a camera. Hey, what's going on, guys? I never did that before.
It's weird.
Sorry to catch
It's
you
weird.
off. Balot have arrived. I'm coming.
Oh,
shoot.
Good. That's what I was waiting for. How has that been for you guys transitioning into doing vlogging content? We're
I
all
hate
kind of
it.
in the same boat.
I hate it.
You don't like
I
it.
don't like it at all.
What do you think, Kurt?
It's weird for me. I on my vlogs, so I've been doing a daily vlog since my last trip. So we're on like week 6. One, it's very hard to come up with a daily vlog. I never understood how much effort goes into it. And luckily I've got a really great editor down in Cebu that's partnered with me.
Oh, sweet.
So he does all the heavy lifting for me. So I just have to go out and get content. He takes it all off my hands. But just like the grind of getting out to make something that you think people will want to watch, it's a lot of work. And I didn't realize that until I started doing it.
Mental work.
Yeah,
It's a lot of mental work. Yeah.
but in my case, during this trip, I've wanted to experience the Philippines without a camera on my face. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the camera is out there, I'm missing what's in front of me.
That's good though.
So
That's very good. Because some people don't care.
yeah,
They're like, let me just vlog it.
exactly.
And they miss the organic experience.
That's
Like,
it.
why watch a sunset in El Nido via a freaking screen, right? Like, come on.
There was did you guys see that movie with Ben Stiller where he worked at a dying newspaper and his very last assignment was he had to go out and find a wildlife photographer and get him some news or get a picture from him for like the last print of this newspaper. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about?
No, but I will.
So the whole movie, it's Ben Stiller is like going on this adventure, going out, and then it's he becomes a new man himself from introverted to extroverted, experiencing the world for the first time. He finds the photographer like in the Himalayas, laying down with like this telescopic lens, trying to shoot like a white panther or something, a snow leopard. And he found him finally. He like cuddles up to him. And then as they're watching this snow leopard, and the guy's sitting there and he takes his finger off of the button to push the camera and he doesn't take a photo and he just watches. And Ben Stiller goes, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Sometimes it's just for me."
Wow.
So he doesn't take the pic, even though that's his job. He doesn't take the picture.
Yeah.
And it's a line from
That's
a movie,
strong.
but that sat with
That's
me
strong.
really strongly. And I thought, sometimes it's one life, literally one life we get here on earth. And if you're not experiencing it, like what reality has to offer us, the touching, the drinking, the sunsets, what are we doing? You know?
I mean, even at the SB19 concert, for instance, most
Yeah.
people were watching
It's
it through
just-
their phone.
Yeah.
And like for what we do as well, interacting with people, right? Speaking Tagalog, I don't like the idea of turning people into content either.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Mhm.
dehumanize them
Yep.
because I'm really here to talk to people and I want to convey that to my audience. I want to record it, but I don't want the camera to get in the way of a human interaction.
Have you? I didn't realize this beforehand. I think someone made a. I think it was. Who was it? It's a Filipino TikToker that I follow, but he made a video about vloggers here in the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
Calvin's gonna have to catch up
Here in the
But-
country.
in this country. But he basically said that you're falling behind, bro. Tagay. Tagay.
I'll catch up.
Shut
Don't worry.
uno. So anyway, he said something about there's so many different words for a content creator, YouTuber, TikToker,
Yeah.
Vlogger.
but in the Philippines,
Oh my god.
listen, this is part of the deal, gents.
We're
But
in-
here in the country in which we are currently in, he said it's all just referred to as vlogger. So as you've been going around, do you have people come up to you and just like vlogger ka ba? And what's your interaction with that?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
The interesting part with that is that people want to take pictures with me. A lot of times they don't know who I am. They're just go, hey, this guy's got a camera. You're a vlogger, right? Let's take a picture. Maybe just in case you're famous.
Just-
And I go, I promise I'm not. Yeah, as soon as you have a camera out, it's not a foreign concept here.
Yeah.
People know exactly what you're doing, right? They're going, hey, oh, you make content. And luckily, most people are super cool about that. And they engage with you and they're like, hey, oh, you have a channel. What's your channel about? They're talking, they're asking you questions. And you just like, you're interacting with people in a genuine way. Where I think back home, people get nervous around a camera a little bit more. Yeah.
They don't want to interact. That's the same experience I've had as I've been going out into the barangay to just have these organic interactions. People want to be in. They think it's like a really cool thing, especially getting out into the barangay where not a lot of tourists go. They're like, oh, vloggers, they love it. So it's been, and I try to do as best as I can to like ask permission for people. I'll always say like, hey, I'm a vlogger. Is it okay if I share the location of your tindahan or your sari store?
Oh, they love it.
But
I've
that-
only
love
had
it.
one person in hundreds of interactions
Yeah.
from my last trip in this trip say, wag na lang kuya. They just said, don't worry. No, I don't want to be. It was a nanay who was making me a halo. She said, I don't want to be. And I respected it. And we
Yeah.
didn't use it. So
But that's the thing too. Like here, you can almost vlog anywhere, right?
Yeah.
But back
Right.
home, I'm not sure that you can vlog anywhere, right?
That was about to be my question. I
Yeah.
mean, do you guys do the same thing that back in your country? And is the same thing? Is the same energy, the same vibe?
Secret Life of Walter Mitty is the movie.
Yes.
about-
Okay. I've seen that. Yeah.
Secret Life
What do you
of
mean,
Walter
like the,
Mitty.
With the
type of
Iceland.
content that we
Yeah.
make?
Oh,
Yes.
Iceland. Yeah.
No,
Right.
no. I make reaction videos. That's it, like a music commentary.
No, but you have interactions with people from your country or all exclusively Filipino? I know. I'm asking. I know the answer
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that, but for the people.
Oh, okay. No, I only interact with my subscribers. That's it. I just react to performances on my
Sana
channel,
all.
music performances on my channel. But they actually interact with people because they interview people, right?
The kind of happy medium that I found, I started making videos on Omegle. And so they were all online. And then I did interviews. That was like when you and I spoke and we did our collaboration. It was all digital. And then I started to try to do videos in the real world when I was in Canada. There's Filipinos everywhere in Canada. So I wanted to make videos out in restaurants and sari-sari stores and all of that. And the camera that I use is a 360 camera. You know, a lot of you guys might be familiar with that. It's just a little thing that kind of sits on your shoulder and it gets a really wide view. The end result is like pretty fisheye, so it can be kind of like a little bit warped, but it's very discreet. So people don't even notice it. Every time that I filmed in Canada, not one person has even mentioned the camera. And so that allows me the ability to speak with people in a natural way, hear from them, hear their responses, and have a genuine interaction without putting a camera in somebody's face. right? Because like nothing is more like
Unorganic.
unorganic than putting it in their face and go, hey,
Yeah.
how are you?
Yeah.
How you doing? No one's going to give you their real response.
Yeah.
And so that's been a workaround for me to be able to record the content but not get in the way of the interaction. And so I have been doing that in Canada as well. But I don't speak to the camera. Like here I have a GoPro. If I want to talk directly to the camera, if I want to do an introduction, hey, here I am, this is what I'm doing, this is what we're going to do. And then I do the 360 if I'm just doing like an interaction. In Canada, I didn't even have a GoPro. I bought it for this trip.
Yeah.
So all I did was the 360. So no one even really knew I was filming. And so here it's like a little bit more, I need to own it more.
Yeah.
But I still don't put the GoPro on people's faces.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
It's
because
weird though.
It's weird.
I've had people. It's every single time I'm out and about with my camera, and I have like a little magnet necklace that I can just stick it there,
nice.
so I can just kind of do like the POV thing. Every single time someone's like, "Vlogger ka ba?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm a vlogger." Instantly, they'll ask, "What's your handle?" and they pull up their Facebook right there, instant
Yes.
follow.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
they
that's
I-
true.
they
Yeah,
lo-
that's
I think
true.
It's like this.
they love the interaction. They
Yeah.
I think even more they love the thought of being able to interact with me and being in a video to like participate, because that's once in a lifetime thing for a lot of people is interacting with a vlogger and being on some content and seeing yourself in someone else's perspective.
And they often ask for the picture.
Yeah, mag-picture tayo.
And sometimes they even talk about their family. I remember I was fixing my bike back there in Baclaran. I'm fixing my bike and I was waiting. This guy, oh, this is vlogger. The guy came, oh, what's your channel?
Yeah.
And then he came with his Facebook. Oh, that's my kid. That's my wife. That's my mom. That's awesome.
That
They
happened to me
view-
this morning. So I'm still getting over the jet lag. So I went to bed at 10. I woke up at 2 and couldn't fall back
Actually,
asleep.
like, now I feel it's much better because the last time you were here, you kind of
Oh, it was
looked like
terrible. Yeah, I look terrible, you say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I went
you
out.
look so much better. Last time
Yeah.
you looked so bad. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God,
Thank you
so
so
bad.
I went out this morning and I was walking around and I walked past a random guy. And I'm sitting there. It's still awkward for me because I'm like walking around talking to myself. And I say it in all my videos. I'm like, this is so weird. I'm not used to it. And he asked me, "Vlogger ka pa?" And I said, "Yes." And instantly he shook my hand and he said, "That's my Lola. Can you go give her mano po?" And so I went up and I wiped my sweaty forehead, took off my hat. I gave her mano po. And she sat there and held my hand for like 20 minutes. And I had a conversation with this guy, his
Nice.
Lola, and their entire family right there on the calzada because they just thought it was a
That's
foreign
so
vlogger.
sweet.
Yeah, but it's like you were saying, they just want to share. They want to
Yeah.
embrace. It's
If you go into it with an open mind, the world is your oyster. Every day can be an adventure here in the
Yeah.
Philippines. I've
That's
noticed
true.
that. You just open yourself up and say, "Hey, I'm just going to talk to every person that I see.
Yeah.
If it looks like something cool is going on, I'm going to insert myself into that situation and join the party." And people will embrace you. People don't reject you for that here.
I've even had some very interesting discussions with the Grab drivers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As soon as you start, like you say, "Hello, kuya," and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you speak
Oh,
Tagalog."
yeah.
And it goes from there. Yeah.
And guys, I don't know. Did you guys give shout out to this
No,
guy?
I was waiting for you. I want
Okay.
to do it together.
Shout out to Fromies Ghana for sending 2 euro
wow.
2
again.
euros, man.
Thank
Again,
you so much.
And he
Again.
asked a very nice
You said it
question.
again. Thank you so much.
He asked a
Appreciate it.
His
Appreciate
question.
it.
Hello?
And by the way, oh,
he has a
He
question.
asked a
what did he
question.
say? Can you say the? Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Who
hear.
wins the steel cage match between you five?
Jared.
Me? Oh, no.
Siya yung pinakabatas, di ba?
Bro, I don't know what's that. What's that?
What kind of what?
Who wins
Steel
in a
cage
cage
match.
match?
Okay,
A
UFC
fight
fight.
between all of us. Who's the winner?
Jared's got
I
youth
would
on his
say
side.
You're
I
the
would
most
say him. I would
You're
say
the most
him.
jacked.
I
would
would
say
say
him. Yeah.
Wag ka.
Yeah.
Nakakahiya naman. Namamula ang aking mukha eh.
Let's see those muscles, Kurt. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I would say Kurt. I would say Kurt.
New York South.
Bro, by the way, tennis, are you getting, is this the right angle? Ballard have arrived. And by the way, they're still hot. We need to eat while it's hot, brothers.
Before they hatch.
Yes, Before they hatch, yes. Guys, please screen record this and send it to us on our social media.
Itag nyo ako ha. Itag nyo ako.
Bro, here, this is live. There's no cutting.
I can feel my body immediately tensing up.
Mary Jose.
This is live.
Can I just eat the
I
sauce?
think I believe that Tines is a very special part of our team, and
Mhm.
he's being left out.
Tennis.
So
Tennis,
he's-
can you please? Tennis, come this side. So, Luis.
I'm full, man. I'm so full, man. I'm so full. I'm so thankful for the food that you gave me before.
Okay.
Thank you.
This is crazy because for 20 years I've seen balut. I've seen it be eaten. And when I was living in North Luzon, this was bawal.
Oh,
So,
yeah?
I mean, we couldn't eat it.
Bawal.
Street food was off limits for us. So this is 20 plus years of
In the making.
I can feel it rocking around.
Don't.
Guys,
Don't.
guys,
Don't think about it, Kurt.
screen record these and send it
Here we
to
go.
our social media. Please tag us.
We have napkins
Calvin.
for
Okay.
This one looks smaller than the ones we ate last time.
Really?
Yeah. I
Ovela,
think
we've
so.
talked about this. It's not about size.
That's true.
It's not the most important thing. Okay?
So,
you crack
okay.
it, sip it, and then eat it. Diba?
Yes, wait. Let me just, I want to make
I'm sweating. This was a traumatic experience for me last time, Kurt.
Cannot wait.
Kurt, he doesn't have an idea of what happened
Before I
last
do
night.
this, can I make a request
Yes.
that if I eat this balut egg here on this podcast today, that my subscribers will still watch the video where I ate it
Yes. Because that was different experience.
because I went through it. Okay,
Calvin.
last time we did this, I really went through it. It was a mental battle for me. And so I need your support on that video as well. Okay, I'll do
Yeah.
it today, but I'm also going to put it on my channel.
This is the second time, so
You deserve that, man.
you guys need to see his first experience getting in contact with Balot. I'm pretty sure the first experience is going to be different than this one. So you guys need to watch the first one.
Calvin, you remember what happened with him the first time, right? I think
I do.
he might need a bucket.
No, come on. Oh, you guys are going to do me like that? Oh, I haven't even started.
I'm so full too, so this is gonna be fun.
This is going to be fun. This is gonna... Okay.
It's an
So-
egg. It's just an egg. It's just an egg.
It's just an egg, bro.
It's just a fermented egg
Don't.
Yeah.
Just
It's
with
not
a
fermented.
chicken fetus,
Okay,
duck fetus.
stop. Everyone stop saying
He's got a
fermented.
commercial voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ito lang ay isang itlog ng pato. Kainin mo lang para masarap.
Masarap.
Yun.
Masarap.
Okay. Okay.
We're waiting
He's
for the
getting a
next...
bucket
He
specifically
wants
for
to get
me.
it back.
That makes me
People
feel.
saying stop
Just in
bullshit
case.
and let's
Just in
eat.
case.
No,
Go,
you're
eat
saying
Balot.
that.
You are not
You're in the
eating
comments. Okay.
I don't need a bucket. I'll start.
You saw?
I'll start.
Okay.
Are we doing it sabay-sabay? Are we doing it all together?
We're doing it all together. We're doing it
Okay.
together.
Okay, so which side? Which side do you
Yes.
crack?
So,
I sent a message WhatsApp. No,
this
I
one, the
sent a
top.
message
Don't
WhatsApp.
forget about the soup, eh? So you... No, this. Just this.
This is for real, guys. This is the real deal.
Balot.
Yes.
Balot. We're not playing here. This is for real.
Guys, okay, just open a bit. And then you get the soup.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, the vinegar, you just put the vinegar inside.
It's good. It's really good. It's just an egg.
Mm. Mm.
It's just an egg.
I actually don't need.
Mine doesn't want to be eaten.
I don't even need the vinegar, bro. I can just eat it.
Bro,
like
just
this.
an egg, bro.
Yeah.
Just an egg. It's
Just an egg, bro.
I'm talking to myself here. This
It's
is my
just an egg.
monologue. Just an egg. It's just an egg.
Look at this black thing inside.
It's just an egg.
So you drink the soup first. You're gonna drink it, yeah. Cheers.
Shots of Bruno.
Shot puno.
Mm. Sarap.
Sarap.
I got some shell.
Yeah.
Just an egg.
It's not bad. It's like a warm
It's-
noodle soup.
Look at this scary thing, guys.
Mine today looks different. Time.
Focus.
Focus, guys. Screen record this and send it to us. You can even put the salt, guys. Put the salt if you guys want. You can put the salt.
Elgin called is telling to Jared, close your eyes and cover your nose.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
I'm so sorry, little duck.
Ba-da-da-da. I got it out of the egg completely.
Okay, completely.
Ba-da-da-da.
Completely.
Let's put,
Okay.
put a little
Wait.
salt.
Yeah, let's get it completely as well.
Oh yeah, easy. This is so easy. It's just an egg. It's just an egg.
So
I'm
good.
so sorry, little duck, that you couldn't come to experience life. My asin.
May I sin?
Go, Jared. Go, Jared. 1, 2, 3.
Here's the
People are
hard part.
hyping me up. I'm gonna need all the
It's
support I
nice.
can
It's
get.
nice how supportive people are in the comments. Thank you,
Luis,
guys.
last time
Jerry.
you helped me. You were gassing
Jerry.
me up. Can you help
Okay.
me again? Can you
Okay.
support me?
Yes, man.
Okay.
You can do
Okay,
it. You
Jared,
can
talk
do
to me.
it.
We can do this.
You
Jared.
can do it, man.
Bro, we can do this.
Let's
Look
go,
at my
Jared.
eye. Look at my eye.
Buo.
Just one.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa! Delicious.
So good, man.
Yeah.
Delicious.
It's cheese. It's cheese. It's cheese.
Everyone, shut up.
Let's go.
I'm proud
Don't
of
think
you.
about it.
I'm proud
Don't
of you
think about
guys.
it.
Kurt,
Don't think about it.
you didn't eat the hard part, right?
Yeah,
You ate that?
yeah.
Oh my gosh. You don't
Let's
eat that.
go.
It's
Don't
too
think
late
about
for
it.
me.
Don't think about it,
It's
bro.
too late for me.
Don't think about it.
That's not bad.
Let's go.
Just
Let's go.
swallow it.
Let's
Just
go.
swallow it. Just
Let's go.
swallow it.
Let's go. Let's go. There you have it.
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud
Let's
of you.
go.
I have the strength of a
Let's
full-grown
Let's go. Let's go.
Woo!
Swallow. Come on.
So you got it.
You got it.
Think
You
about
got
it.
it. You got it.
Yeah.
Don't think about it, Jared. Don't think about it, Jared. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
man. You're
Bro,
the
It's
you
man.
got
not,
it.
it's not even
You
a
got
duck.
it. Look at mine. Look at mine.
Just down it. Look at my eyes.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Focus. Focus.
One,
There you go, man.
two,
There you go.
two.
I'm
He did
proud
it.
of
He
you.
did it. He did it.
Let's go.
He's good. He's
Let's go.
good.
Woo!
Yeah. The drink helps.
Let's
Come
go.
on, swallow.
Let's go. Swallow.
I'm trying.
Swallow. Yeah, let's go. You can do it. But it's done. Everything is gone. Everything is gone. Everything is
He
gone.
did it. He did
Everything
it.
is gone. Everything. There you go, man.
And then I just immediately feel.
Yes,
Thank you.
perfect.
Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Let's go.
I gotta wash my hands. I
We
got
gotta teach
Yeah,
you.
you got the soup. You got the soup on your hands.
Bro, I'm proud of you. Let's go. You did it.
Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support.
Yeah.
We did it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bravo. Everybody say bravo. Congratulations. Wow.
You know,
Congratulations,
I'm
Jared.
pleasantly surprised.
Grabe. Grabe
Grabe.
naman.
Grabe naman.
Ah.
It tasted like just like a crunchy hard-boiled egg.
Well, yeah,
It was your first time. How was it?
It was not as bad as I always built it up in my brain. It was. It tasted like a regular hard-boiled egg, but with some crunchy parts.
well, yeah, that's because you ate the hard part.
He ate everything.
He ate
He went
everything.
fully monster. Woo! But how was it for the second time?
So good. I love it. Personally, I love it. I can't get enough. I'll have another one right now. If I wasn't so full, I would have another one right away.
Was it a
Usok
bit
naman.
easier the second time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Was it a bit easier?
Yeah, it was easier. The second time was easier. Yeah. The first time was very hard when we were here.
Yeah.
It almost came up. It
Yeah,
almost
that's
came
what
up.
she said.
Salamat, bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good wife,
Oh,
sponsor.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys gotta watch Ovela and Charid. Their reaction when they ate balot for the. Actually, I'm surprised that you eat. I mean,
Yeah.
he's coming from Africa.
You know where I'm from, bro.
He's African. He's African. It's okay.
People are so supportive and proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, mga
Guys,
kabayan.
you deserve
Maraming
it.
salamat sa inyo. Maraming salamat.
Para sa inyong lahat yun.
Let me say something. I mean, now because we just ate the balot, maybe we have some high retention on our stream. The reason that I'm here is because of my followers.
Absolutely.
I've been wanting to come to the Philippines for years. I've been speaking Tagalog for 8 or 9 years. And you don't learn a language without wanting to go to the place where it's spoken. So I've always wanted to come here. The issue has always been, I just didn't have the budget for it, you know? I would just live in my life. I didn't really have a lot of extra to go on trips. And so in many of the comments on my videos, people suggested, hey, why don't you do some kind of GoFundMe, some kind of PayPal, something like that. At first, I was kind of resistant to the idea. I ended up doing it anyway. And I was thinking, you know, my videos are free. No one has to pay for them. If you have extra money and you want to put towards this fundraiser, that's amazing. If you don't, that's totally cool too. You can still watch my videos for free all the time. So I started this fundraiser, this PayPal fundraiser. And in 1 month, I earned enough money to come to the Philippines.
1 month.
From 33 very, very generous
Thank you,
individuals.
guys. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
And I was blown away by the generosity of my following, the amount of people that wanted to support me and bring me here. And so it's all thanks to those people. And so I wouldn't be here without you guys. I just want to say thank you so much, honestly.
And how do you
Salamat
feel
po.
with
Maraming
all this
salamat po.
support? I mean,
It's overwhelming. I really don't know even how to understand it. It's just it really overwhelmed me, the amount of people that would give their own money for me to have this experience and to make this content here. So blown away, absolutely blown
do you
away.
feel like it's like they're giving you back all the dedication for videos like that?
Yeah, but even then, and then some. You know, like they're giving me what I feel like is way more than I deserve, and so I'm so grateful for it. Honestly, so grateful. Yeah.
Do you guys-
And sorry, but you remember that last time you forgot to thank those people, and now is the time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, in our first podcast, I was still a little bit jet lagged and
Didn't have balot yet.
yeah.
Now the second balot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm settled in, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I just wanted to make that very clear here in this podcast
Yeah.
that I'm incredibly grateful for the people that have got me to where I'm at right now. So yeah.
I do have a question for the both of you. Have you guys received like an overwhelming amount of welcome DMs as soon as you got to the Philippines?
Yeah, my last trip, which was in April, it was my first time back in the Philippines since 2018, and it was, I think I counted on Facebook Meta Suite.
Mhm.
They have, you can see the number of it.
Okay.
I think within like 5 or 6 days, I had posted a story about it where I got, I think, like 5,000 DMs
Thank you.
across
Wow.
Instagram and
Thank
Facebook.
you. Yeah.
And I feel really, really bad because I want to respond to every single, there's not enough time in
You
a
can't.
lifetime.
You just can't.
And I try to read as
Mhm.
many as I can, but yeah,
It's
the
incredible,
welcome,
right?
the welcome is
It
Which was
just,
the
almost
one
made
that
me
called-
cry, man, when I
Yeah,
saw all that,
it's
that
crazy.
love.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those DMs that call your attention that it touches you in a deeper way?
oh my gosh, there's so many. You probably get similar ones. I get a lot of DMs. If it's not just like a simple like, "Hey, you're funny. I like your videos," which I really appreciate. It's people that like I don't know them, and you hear this from celebrities all the time, where celebrities have this issue where they don't know the people that come up to them, the fans, but the fans feel like that person is their best friend because
Absolutely.
they see them, they see the content, they consume it. So I have people message me with these just heartfelt messages about how they were down or depressed and they saw a certain video, or like someone in their family sent them a video, or their lola saw a video, and it perked them up, or it helped them, or it gave them a laugh on a hard day. And those hit me really hard because I have my dark days too. I
Yeah.
think all of us do.
Yeah.
And when you get those DMs where someone's like, "I'm really appreciative that you did this and this and this," it makes me feel seen. It makes me feel heard. That like I'm almost crying in my Airbnb because I'm just
it brings
too
purpose to
much.
what we do.
it does. Yeah. Because I mean, we're digital. Like we're all digital. And so like when you have somebody real in the real world message you and say like, "Hey, you did this to me," without ever meeting me, without
Mhm.
ever messaging me, like I had this react. Like it's out of this world.
Those
Awesome.
types of messages are what make me want to keep
Yeah.
doing what I do, because it's not okay. We love what we do, but it's sometimes we don't want to work, right?
Mm.
But those messages make you want to get up in the morning and keep
Yeah.
making videos.
Fuck the haters.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely.
Can I say that?
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm so sorry, mom.
Guys,
that was like,
I'm
I
so
wouldn't,
sorry,
you
mom.
You can blame the alcohol.
Guys, by the way, if you didn't like this live yet, we would appreciate if you like the live. And that way YouTube would take this live to more people. Like and share with your friends.
I mean,
Bro.
sorry.
Someone said here that we will treat you to Ace Spa, which is a very nice spa, if you guys eat the balut, but with
Oh.
enthusiasm again.
Can I give a big shout
Go,
out
brother.
to my subscribers who
Yes.
came yesterday? Like they did a trip, like a 6-hour trip,
Oh, wow.
just to come see me. Some 3-hour trip to just come see me. So thank you so much again. I really do appreciate it.
That's
Wow.
so cool.
Talking about fan interactions and just interactions in general with Filipinos here, Kurt, can I ask you, how is your experience different in the States versus the Philippines when you speak Tagalog with Filipinos?
That's a good question. I don't get a whole lot of opportunity to speak Tagalog in the States. It's like my kapitbahay, Filipino sila. So my
Mhm.
next door neighbor is Filipino. And so every time when we're taking out the trash at the same time or something, we can have a few sentences in Tagalog. But other than that, I don't get to practice my Tagalog. And I think you're similar when I finally do, because I can hear the Filipino accent like that when someone's speaking English. And I'll always start speaking Tagalog to them. And in English nila ako. They always respond in English. So it's very hard for me to get Tagalog practice. But here, I feel like it's the same reaction. It's the classic Filipino. It's like people are so surprised, and I think it's because I actually don't know. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to learn Tagalog. It was when I lived here for the first time. It took me a solid year of being immersed in the culture, spending 2 to 3 hours a day studying Tagalog, 10 hours a day speaking Tagalog. It took me an entire year of that to just get to conversational. So Tagalog is very, very difficult for, I think, English speakers to learn. So it's I think people hear you speak Tagalog, even if it's like you said, it's like "Kumusta kuya?" People appreciate it
Too much.
They appreciate it,
Yeah.
because
Immensely.
you're showing an interest in their lives, in their culture, and who they are. So I think it's probably the same reactions you get. It's people that are just thankful that like it makes them feel seen and heard.
Yeah. Like a question that I have in my head though is that in Canada it's different because where I live, there's Filipinos everywhere.
Vancouver.
Well, yeah, and I started in Calgary, right? And then I moved to Vancouver. But in both places, I can speak Tagalog every day.
That's crazy.
Like there in Vancouver, there are 2 Jollibees just in the one city. You know, I can speak Tagalog.
2 Jollibees, bro.
In one.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea?
Yeah.
In Calgary, there's at least 2.
Wow.
At least 2.
We have none in Montreal.
Yeah.
0.
And here,
Jared said Philippines.
sorry.
The guy. Thank you for keeping us honest.
I put my balut in there.
You gotta drink it, bro. Hey, rules is rules.
No. I ate the balut. I'm not gonna drink it.
May isa pang baso ako para sa'yo.
Isa pang baso.
Sige.
Maraming
Shout out to all
salamat.
the Filipinos in
From you,
Canada.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all the Filipinos in Canada.
I saw
Can I have one more?
I saw you hide your cup.
Hiding it. Hiding it.
Calvin's like, I don't know where my cup went.
Oh my
I
God.
already drink.
You're behind, bro.
Tagay.
Pataas, pababa, pasentro,
Oh.
sa bibig.
Sa bibig. Nagbabago yun palagi.
Oh. Yo, that's not water.
Huh?
You mixing?
Yeah, mix them.
Chaser.
He's the one getting red.
Mamula ako. I'm turning red, right?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
feel
a
it.
little bit. But my point is, speaking with Filipinos in Canada is different because they don't expect that you know anything about the Philippines.
Yeah.
Like you said, most Americans, most Canadians, they might know adobo and lumpia, but they don't really know anything about the Philippines. And so if you're a white guy in those places and suddenly you start speaking Tagalog, people are so caught off guard.
Big shock. Yeah.
They're like, they interact with Canadians, you know, white people or whatever all day long, and no one speaks the language. So when you do, they're like, whoa, what the heck's going on? And here in the Philippines, I was expecting that. I find that people are less caught off guard. Like I still get tons of reactions, but it's like maybe 50% less. Like people are just like, oh yeah, you
Would
speak.
it be because of the areas that you go?
That could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I'm thinking, okay, Makati, BGC, they're very
Yeah.
international, right?
Yeah.
But the question that I have is that, you know, people might not be totally caught off guard because they're used to seeing foreigners, but I haven't seen any foreigners here that speak Tagalog.
Yeah.
So why is it that there's a different type of reaction in the Philippines than in
I
Canada?
would say in Manila.
Right. It's
I would
more of
say
a Manila thing,
yeah.
you're saying.
I think it's more Manila. Like if you go outside Manila, you go to like the provinces. Let me
Yeah.
say Baguio or even like Sikihor or really far.
Yeah.
You getting the speaking Tagalog people, they'll be like, wow.
And the people here that I speak to that are the most surprised and the most likely to want to respond in Tagalog
They'll
are
speak
usually
English.
provincial.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
they're like, oh
Because
yeah, I'm
in
from
here, even if you
Mindanao
speak like if you speak Tagalog, they're going to like use a Taglish.
yeah.
So that's why like I mean, I usually like ask other foreigners, you know, like you don't speak Tagalog. And many people they kind of think here in the Philippines that I mean they don't speak good English. So I always ask, what is like traveling in the Philippines without speaking Tagalog? Because people they don't have an idea that, oh, okay, even without you speaking Tagalog, you can still have a great time in the
for
Philippines.
sure.
Of course, yeah.
You can still travel around. People that will still show you the same love, guide you wherever you want to go. And like, unfortunately, until now, many foreigners, I mean, they don't even know that.
I feel self-conscious if I if I don't speak Tagalog. I mean, anywhere really, if you don't speak the language, there's a certain level of vulnerability because you can't communicate with people while they can communicate with either themselves. And there's a phrase in Tagalog, "Pwede kitang ibenta." It's like, I can sell you. And that's like a phrase. If like, you know, you speak really good Tagalog, they say, "Ay, hindi pwede kitang ibenta eh." They're like, I can't sell you, as a joke. Like you're
Like I can't rip you off, basically.
yeah. And it's like, so for me, being able to speak Tagalog, it's such an endearing experience because I feel like I'm getting involved in like the personal experience, you know, of people's lives here. It's like I know it's hard to explain. It's like an additional layer of like experience to the culture. Kind of.
Well, I'm thankful to Google Translate.
Have you seen? There's now earpods. I can't remember the name. They reached out to me for a possible collaboration. It's earpods.
Camquero.
Not Camquero. It does real-time translation. So you just
With the AI.
you give the earpods to the person and you put the earpods in. You just talk to your
Oh,
phone and it
that's
real-time
nice.
translates. So you can have an instant dialogue with zero delay of
What
different
is
languages.
lasing na si Calvin?
Ikaw?
Calvin's drunk.
Kelvin's drunk.
I'm not.
Lasing na siya. Lasing na.
I know Calvin for a long time. It
Son.
takes a lot to get him drunk.
Nah, I'm not drunk here. I'm not
I think I
drunk.
know why.
Why?
Because he doesn't drink anything.
Bastos ito.
Bro, I only drink like little by little. Bro, there's someone that said, Ovela, you are going tomorrow. I wish I can send you dry mango from Cebu.
I've already had dry mango.
You already
so,
have
yeah,
dry
yeah,
mango?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you so
I'll
much.
pick it up for you tomorrow.
It's from. By the way, Jared is coming to Cebu. Feel free to give it. I mean, they both live in Canada.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, do you guys have Lala Move in Canada?
No. What is
Okay.
that? What is that?
Lala Move, it's like DHL. DHL?
or
Is that
FedEx.
what?
Yeah.
Forex
It's
or
delivery
whatever.
service.
Yeah, we got something
They
like
have
that.
post office.
Yeah,
Post
post
office.
In
So-
Canada, we actually still use homing pigeons. What? Like, we send them with a dove. We're a
So
little
nice.
more old school. Yeah.
So tomorrow, if you're in Cebu, Jared is coming to Cebu. Whatever pasalubong you have for my brother Ovela, feel free to give it to him. If it's not too delicious, he won't eat it.
I will 100% give it to Ovela.
Guys, we almost 600 people. So guys, keep on sharing. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Yeah,
Nice.
I really appreciate. We have been getting a lot of questions. So let me go to this one. Do you have a Filipino content creator you want to do a collab with, and why?
Yeah, I've got a lot. My entire because the whole purpose of my Tagalog Kurt accounts was to relearn Tagalog. So to help me do that, I followed a lot of Filipino content creators, and some content creators I really love watching, and I learned Tagalog from because they speak.
And the question is from Arden Naval. Thank you.
Salamat po sa inyong tanong sa akin, sa ating lahat. I love Lottie, Lottie. She's a director, producer, actress who does content creation. She's so funny. And her Tagalog it really helps me. So I'd love to collab. Lottie, collab na. Zeke Abella. You did an interview with Zeke Abella where he pretended like you didn't know what you were saying.
Yeah.
Bro, you pranked me so bad.
That interview, I was rolling laughing. That was so funny. Zeke Abella.
And what's crazy is I didn't know he was a content creator.
Oh, you
Really?
did?
I didn't know, bro.
Was that just like, hey, do you want to get in there?
Yeah, I mean,
bro.
Tenes, if
Yeah.
I'm lying, Tenes, please.
No, it was 100% like we had no idea because he was asking him like if it's cool, like if we can interview you.
That's
and
so
he's like, yeah,
funny.
yeah. Because I was listening to it and it was all like good English, right? Then he gets on and both of us like you can even hear me on the video. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
So it's
what the
like,
hell's
But
going
that's
on?
like him. That's his person.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so funny.
and I didn't even know. So it's like we are there in Cebu, going for Sinalog, doing our, brought us there, doing interview with, Filipinos, with foreigners. And then I see this guy like behind the stage. He was just like by himself. And I was like, yo, bro, are you okay to be on the video? Just want to, do an interview. He was like, yeah, bro, I'm cool. I'm okay. What is it about? I'm just like, no, just about Cebu, about Sinalog. He was like, yeah, I'm fine. So I was like, I'm doing an interview. And his answer like in a weird way. I'm looking at Tenes, so it's like,
What's going on?
what's going on?
I was watching that video and I saw your face, and it was so genuine. Like, are you screwing with me, bro?
So it's like, so in my head I was like, should I stop this interview?
Do you have the unedited version?
I have.
Bro, it was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
You
I was
should
just
release
so
it.
funny.
You should release it too.
bro, I was like, should I cut this interview? Should I stop?
I think,
But I like, just to be professional,
You kept going.
I kept. Bro,
And like
the answer,
Zeke's
it
reactions,
kept on going worse.
it was so funny. Like I know his personality, I know his content. So when I saw him, nabigla ako, I was surprised seeing that you actually interviewed him, and I saw his reactions. I was dying laughing. I'm like, that's so. I was like in my room by myself. I'm like, that's Zeke. That's Zeke.
This is gold, right?
It's
You're
gold. So like,
yeah.
I'd love to collab with Zeke Abela, Purong Germs. He does interviews like in the malls. He's very funny. He gives everybody 5 pesos if they answer a question correctly. Lottie B is another one. She's very funny. Yeah, there's plenty of content creators.
Coffee Casho.
Huh?
Coffee
I mean,
Casho.
we-
Calvin, nagkakalab na kayo eh. Dito na eh.
Yeah.
You're already here. What about you, brother?
I've had the chance to collab with a lot of amazing people, right? Like you guys here, right? Calvin, Tagalog, Kurt, Ovela, Luis. I mean, we haven't had you on my channel yet.
Yes,
we were planning
yes.
it. We're gonna do it
No,
soon.
we're gonna do it. We're gonna
We
do
will
it.
do
for
it.
sure, bro.
We'll do it.
When we didn't do it, I told you the reason.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it next time. But I've also done videos with Commander Daot. That was a really big moment for me to be able to talk with him. He's such a huge content creator here in the Philippines. He's from Wales originally, but I think he's been here for maybe 8 years.
Oh, by the way, he's coming on the podcast on June.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
first week, yeah.
Commander Dawood is awesome. Super awesome guy. I also did a collab with Richard Juan. Tons of people. Really, really amazing people. So I've been lucky. Of course, there are more people that I want to collab with. There's always more. The comment that I get, I would say probably every other day is si Kulas, becoming
Kulas.
Filipino.
Becoming
Mm.
Filipino.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the
You met him,
vow.
right?
Yeah,
You
we
met him,
did,
you
we did,
interviewed
we
him
did.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone says I need to talk. You need to talk to
Yeah.
him because we're both Canadian as well. So there's probably something to do with that. But yeah, even on the way here today in the Grab, he's going, you know, Kulas?
Kulas.
Heard of him before? And I go, yeah, I
Well,
am.
he's got to change his name. He's no longer becoming Filipino. He is Filipino.
He's
now.
became
But,
Filipino.
He's became Filipino.
But I don't think he will change the name.
He's
Yeah.
really cool, and I would love to meet him in person.
Super nice guy, bro.
So,
Like, he
very
doesn't
down to
know
earth.
me, so just to give like a highlight of behind the stage. So I think the content creator, they were just in one place, and we were all there. And I just said, hey, brother, are you okay? Can I do an interview? He said, yo, are you a YouTuber? And then like I showed him my studio, like, yo, I have seen your pictures somewhere.
That's so cool.
I just don't remember where. I was just like, yeah, I mean, do you like? It's like, yeah, let's do an interview. But he said, like, okay, we can do an interview since you have a podcast. Like, I mean, like we need like 5 hours. It's like we need 5 hours for me to talk about everything.
Sure.
So if I have time, even June. He said June, right, Ines?
I think so.
Yeah. So he said June. I'm coming to the podcast, and just like bros, I've been watching his content for how long?
Yeah.
I think there's no content, especially like I won't say content creator. I would say YouTuber. There's no YouTuber that I haven't watched becoming Filipino.
Everybody knows him.
Everybody knows
And
him.
you know some other names that are up there with him as well. Will Dasovich.
I did an interview with him as well.
Dude.
It's coming next week.
You're all over the place. You got these huge names.
Yeah, it's coming.
Mikey Bustos. Have you done Mikey Bustos?
I met Mikey Bustos.
You met him?
I
Oh
met
my
him in
God.
Montreal.
Yeah.
A few years back.
He's
Really
another
nice guy.
Canadian
He's so
Filipino.
cool.
He's living here now, I think.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah.
this beautiful home with his, I don't know if they're married, his husband or his boyfriend, but they've got this beautiful home. And he does, have you seen his content? He does, he started out on Canada's Got Talent
Mhm.
as a singer.
Mhm.
And then he switched to doing parody music videos of like Michael Jackson,
Yes.
Cher,
They're so
Lady
good.
Gaga, but with a Filipino twist. They are so funny.
Here's a fun fact. He has a second channel all about ants.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Have you seen his terrarium?
Huh?
He's got like this 30-foot long like ant terrarium.
He's got a
Really?
zoo. He's got a
Yeah.
zoo in his house.
He's-
All
he's-
kinds of exotic
Wow.
animals.
he got a I think he got a Guinness Book of World Records for something to do with ants. He's a big ant
Really?
guy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big ant
Okay.
nerd.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I would love to collab with some of those guys. Also, Dwayne Woolley. You
Yeah.
guys know Dwayne Woolley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I was learning Tagalog, so many years ago, those were the people that I saw on YouTube. Will Dasovich was one of the first people that I ever found on YouTube that was talking about learning Tagalog.
He's OG.
Like he's a very OG. He made a video in his apartment, just like a vlog, talking about like the resources that he used to learn Tagalog and like how the journey was for him. And at that point, there was no one learning Tagalog. So I had to gravitate towards these people. Like, yeah, these guys get it. Like I can learn something from them, right? And Dwayne Woolley was also one of those OG guys that was doing street pranks and stuff where he would speak in English and then switch to Tagalog. And those are the main motivations for me to start my own channel. So I actually had some communication with Dwayne Woolley, and we were going to do something this week, but unfortunately he got busy. But at some point I would love to collab with him as well. Yeah.
Brother, I think there's what about you, brother?
I do. My content is different.
It's different.
Yeah, so I don't really collab with people, but I did collab with you
Yeah.
and with you, so that was awesome. Yeah,
We're special. Is that right?
No, I mean yes. Of course.
No. He
Of
said no.
course. Of
Bro,
course, of
so
course.
since you have been doing reaction, like, is there maybe a singer that you have been reacting to for the past years? Now that you came here in the Philippines, maybe you saw her, you were planning, or
Yes,
him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes.
what is the person's reaction to your reaction?
You mean the artist's reaction?
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Yeah.
They feel like they are still watching me through a screen. Yeah, I met Bugoy Drilon
Uh-huh.
and Yumi Kapile, who joined Tawag ng Tanghalan as well. And she actually sang karaoke for me. That was surreal, man.
Did you
was
record that?
incredible. No, because I'm not the type of vlogger. I want to experience it. I want to have a genuine connection with the people.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want them to feel like I'm just using
them
them for my
for-
vlog
yeah,
or
for
whatever.
views,
Because
yeah.
that's not the case. So no, I did not vlog it.
Mhm.
We just took a few pictures, and that's about it. Yeah, I shared it on my Instagram.
Now imagine when she release, or even the guy Bugoy,
Mm.
when they release a new music and then you will be reacting to it. I think it's gonna look different, bro.
Really? You think
Yeah,
so?
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's just
cannot
like
wait.
because you kind of know the person in person already. You get like you know them, you have met them, you have had like a conversation with them.
For sure.
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like total like a different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but it's a confirmation, you know.
Yeah.
Like I've heard them sing in front of me,
Yeah.
so it's not bullshit what you hear on the screen, what you watch on TV, right? Like they're really that good.
You have a new level of understanding now that you've
And
seen them in
respect.
person. And respect. Yeah.
Respect,
yeah.
man. They're so good.
I got to go to the bathroom, Calvin.
Yeah. Go, brother. Go, brother.
Been
Go,
drinking
brother.
too much.
Yeah.
They just said you mentioned Philippines. We didn't take a shot.
Ah.
Oh.
Right when I get back. Right when I get back. Right when I get back.
Oh my- I have.
You gotta catch up, bro. You have a debt that you owe. Like may utang ka. May utang ka. May
Please, are you
utang
drinking?
ka.
No?
Okay.
He's drinking unti-unti, little by little.
Unti-unti. I like it.
Mm.
Pataas, pababa, pa-sentro, pa-dentro.
I'll do it with him now.
They're asking you to do a pickup line in Tagalog. If you approach a girl,
Okay. Imagine.
Guy is the girl.
I'm the girl.
Puede. Of course I can. Ready?
Ready.
What's the situation? We had a mall.
So
Nightclub.
no. Let's say you are looking for a place to go, a direction, and then you saw this beautiful lady there,
This
And-
beautiful lady you saw.
and then you want to get there, like the contact.
Oh, sige.
Action.
Shake it off.
Ay, putang ina, ang gwapo mo.
Couples.
Tapos na. Lashing na.
Super close.
I'm so sorry, Mom. I am so sorry.
Do you think like your mom is watching?
No.
So-
It's like, what is it
What
now?
time is it right now?
It's 2 in the morning.
All right. So what did you say? Did you say how you
I
doing?
said a swear
Joey
word.
from
A swear
Friends?
word.
I said a swear word,
Yeah.
and then I said guapa
Oh,
siya.
guapa,
I said
yeah.
guapa siya. So he's a
Yeah.
very beautiful man.
Guapa, guapo, pogi.
Guapa.
Yeah.
Oo.
So, bro, like, since you came here, right? Is there any Tagalog word that I know you speak Tagalog, that you have learned? You heard it for the first time here in the Philippines, and you have been here for a while as well, Brad.
Word
Is there-
or expression?
Or expression in Tagalog that you have learned so far?
They use a lot the word bakit, which which means why.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and-
bucket
Tagalog.
because. Bucket, it's because.
No. Why?
No,
It's
no,
why.
it's why.
Why?
The hill is because.
Ah, yeah.
The hill.
The hill, yeah.
See?
So-
Pero, but that's Spanish.
Dude, I
too,
was gonna
right?
say, is it because is Arabic your first language?
Yes.
It's because you
Arabic and French.
the Tagalog language, when you speak Tagalog words, it sounds Filipino, bro.
Well, that's because
that-
I've been reacting. For
I was
8
gonna
years.
say,
At
like,
first it sucked.
It
Really
was
sucked.
it's so great. Like the pronunciation, the stress on the syllables. It's like
Ooh,
tamang tama.
thank
It's
you.
right on.
That is how powerful the music, I will say the music, the content, the Filipino content, that it kind of changed even your accent.
Yeah, but that's also because when I react to content where there are like Tagalog lyrics, I
Mhm.
read it. I make the effort to read it.
read
I
it.
enjoy
Enjoy it,
reading
yeah.
it and try to get better at it, you know? So when I say, maraming salamat po, sounds good.
That is his line. Bro,
Yeah.
wait.
I hear a Filipino, but I don't see a Filipino.
How do you start your video? Can you please just give us an
Oh,
intro?
okay. Well, I'm just gonna say the phrase. Maligayang pagbabalik sa akin channel. Ako po si Ovela. Yeah, there you go.
Do you also have like an intro that you have already? No.
No, not really. Not really, to be honest.
What
When
about
when
you?
I do interviews, like I have a couple different kinds of content that I make. One of them is reaction content where I'm actually talking directly to Filipinos, and there's like that surprise element of me speaking the language. And the second type of content is interviews with people like Ovela and Tagalog Kurt and with
I'm
you
next
soon. And so for those videos, the way that I like to start them is meet my new friend.
Yeah.
And then I put the
like
name.
that.
Meet my new friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
X, Y,
It's
Z.
cute.
Because
Because what I see is like you, like especially for your content, it's not just like an interview. You kind of go get this person content while you are talking. It's just
yeah, I introduce them. I show
Introduce,
what kind of content they make,
we make
and then we have a really nice conversation. So for me, being a content creator, it can get kind of lonely. Like just making videos at home,
Yeah.
editing by myself. I don't have any coworkers. And so when I get the chance to talk to guys,
Are you
like-
full-time YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm full time. Yeah. So when I get the chance to talk to other people and do collaborations, it really feels like community building for me. And so when I say meet my new friend, I really mean it. You know, this is my new friend. We're chatting, and so I love that aspect of it. And now coming to the Philippines, a lot of those
Philippines!
people.
Dalawa na yun.
Oh, dalawa na. Ay, nako. A lot of the people that I meet.
No, bro.
Oh my
Lasha
gosh,
na!
the evil laugh of Tagalog Kurt. He knows what we're doing.
He's enjoying
He knows
this
the
too
trouble
much.
he's getting us into. But coming to
Pataas,
okay,
pababa, pa-sentro,
Bro, you don't need to finish. Just
pa-bibi.
like
okay.
you finished.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whew. Okay. We're gonna
I'm
sleep
so
good.
sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
So now, thanks to Jared, we're all friends.
Meet my new friend. Meet my new friend. Meet my new friend.
Tapos si Jared, may talagang malambing na boses siya.
Oh, there's a nice question here. There's a nice question from the comment.
Let me just go to CR, guys. Okay.
Okay.
You guys can-
3 words to describe Filipinos, positive and negative.
Positive and negative in 3
Yes.
words.
No,
Positive and
3 for
negative?
each.
Three
for each.
Let's
Okay,
make it
ako yung
spicy.
positive, sa'yo na yung negative.
Ay, nako.
Well, the positive
mo
is
siya.
pretty easy. I would say caring, kind, proud.
And the negative?
The negative.
Sa'yo na lang.
Got to think about that.
Negative.
You know?
You know, if
Take your time.
if you want to talk about negatives in the Philippines, I think one of them is that there's a real mindset that the foreign like living abroad is where you want to be, and so they kind of put foreigners on a bit of a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes I think that people here
Right.
lack the pride in their own culture and their own language, because the ideal is to speak English and to live in the West.
Yeah.
And I think that that mindset is economically justifiable, but it misses a lot of the beauty of the culture here.
It's devoid of the meaning.
Yes.
think.
I really don't like it when I meet people and they say, "Oh, wow, you're from Canada. you have such a pointy nose. You're so handsome, not like us Filipinos.
Yeah.
And I go, what are you guys talking about?
Right?
Yeah.
They're some of the most beautiful people in the world
So
here in the
beautiful.
Philippines.
100%.
I wish they
agree.
could see what we see in
Yeah.
them, right?
Yeah.
And so,
Well, I mean, the grass is always greener, right?
sure,
sometimes.
sure. But there is really an idea of like putting foreigners on a pedestal. And I
Mhm.
wish that they did that with themselves as well.
Can you resume that in one word? Because I'm looking for one word.
That's one word.
That's the word. Okay.
I don't know.
That's a good. I think that's a good point because I think I've said this a lot in the content that I create. Whenever I have like a special moment, like with the camera, which is hard for me to do. But I always say, and I'm biased because this is the first country I ever experienced as an adult. There's something different about the Philippines, and I think coming from a Western culture childhood, where especially in America and probably in Canada too, there's such rugged individualism, you know, because Canada and America, we were settled by settlers and immigrants and pioneers, and there was such a necessity to pick yourself up by your own bootstraps, to be individual, to not ask for help. And that's kind of trickled down into our culture where you're 18, you're out of the house, you know. If you're in need, you don't ask for help. You know, you pick yourself up by your bootstraps. And when I came to the Philippines and I saw the family-centric values here in the Philippines, it blew my mind. I didn't realize that it was possible to have that kind of structure culturally.
Nowadays.
But
Nowadays,
you're saying it's a positive thing, right?
100%. You don't think so? The
yes
family?
and no.
Yeah.
There is a negative thing where you know, like the kids have to take care of their parents and their siblings. So you know, that's tough.
I think for guys like me that come from a family or a culture where it's like you're expected to be out on your own at 18, you need to like, you know, provide for yourself. Coming and experiencing a culture like in the Philippines where it's like the family is very central. You do have an expectation to help your parents. That's like just part of your life is you're taking care of the family. For me, it's such a different way of life that I didn't think it existed. And so when I experience it, it melts my heart. I don't know what other way to say it, but natatuna talaga yung puso ko. And I think that Filipinos, to Jared's point, if you're born and raised in the Philippines, and we'll take a shot later because I said Philippines twice now. I think if you're born and raised here and you don't have outside exposure to other cultures, you take that for granted. And so when you're a foreigner like us and you come here, it's just so addicting. The love and the friendliness and the acceptance and the support and the just everything about it. So I think that's one thing that a lot of Filipinos may not realize, and I know a lot of them do, but I think a lot of them when they get to the West, I was on a podcast on my last trip here, the Eavesdrop podcast. And one of the members of the panel they were dialing in from the States. And that's one of the things that she mentioned specifically. She said, I feel so alone in the States. Even though she's married and she has her kids, she doesn't have the community, the barkada, the kapwa that you have here in the Philippines. So I think that's something that maybe a lot of Filipinos don't realize how good they have it when that built-in familial structure. And you probably see it in Canada all the time. When two Filipinos are in the same room, it's like the Oy, Filipino ka ba?
Kabayan ka.
Filipino ka ba?
Kabayan
It's
ka.
an instant
Natural
connection.
camaraderie, yeah.
I would never go up to an American in Europe and be like, are you American? Hey, what's up, bro? We're California, Utah. I would never, because I don't care. Because that's not part of our culture. But Filipinos are like, Filipino ka ba? It's such a connection that I wish we had.
I guess Canadians and Americans are more individualist.
Yeah.
I had that experience. Like I had the comparison between those two pretty stark last night. I went to a street food place. I got some sisig, and a lot of street food vendors will have a little table where you can buy the food and eat it right there on the street. So I bought my food and was sitting there and I was eating it, and people heard me speaking Tagalog, and they started talking to me. Hey, where are you from? Oh, you're from Canada. Oh, that's cool. And he goes, hey, yeah, I think I've seen you. This is your TikTok, right? Yes, it's my TikTok. And we're just chatting, and they're going, yeah, it's interesting that people speak English to you and you respond in Tagalog, and just like kind of shooting the breeze, having fun. And it was really cool. I ate my meal. I went to go pay, and one of the guys said, "Hey, when you go pay, you just have to tell him what you ordered, and then he'll know how much to charge you." I go, oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know, I haven't bought street food really before, so thank you. You know, I appreciate that. And he goes, yeah, no worries. I go, I buy my food, and I went to a Lawson's, you know, down the road. And as I was leaving, I saw two foreigners that were kind of sitting on the street. I said, oh, let me strike a conversation with them. They're going to be open. They're going to be friendly. So I went and I sat down next to them, and I said, as soon as I sat down, they go,
What are you doing here?
Who are you, bro? Who are you?
and I went, hello. Where are you guys from? And they went, Romania. I said, oh, that's cool. I'm from Canada.
They're like,
And they were like,
Cool.
they were like,
Bro, let me ask you guys this. You mentioned about the community, right? How are you guys being treated in your country by the Filipino community? Like an example, whenever they have events, I mean, Filipino events, are you guys like invited? How is it?
And are they your audience, part of your audience?
There is a very tiny community, Filipino community in Montreal, so I don't really interact with them that much.
you have it the hardest, I think, Ovela.
Yeah.
Because like in Montreal, there's not a lot of Filipinos.
Yeah, but they do recognize me when I go to a Filipino restaurant or in the Filipino neighborhood.
yeah.
Yeah, and they're friendly.
The one neighborhood.
Hmm?
the one
The one
neighborhood.
neighborhood, yeah, exactly.
Then you go to that one neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's different there because it's French speaking,
Mhm.
and Filipinos are drawn to English speaking environments because they can already speak English, right?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
And it's interesting to listen to Filipinos speak French because they
Do,
speak.
Oh, wow,
do they speak
that's-
French?
Oh yeah,
Can
of
you-
course.
can you-
I mean, they
can
live
you-
in Quebec.
Can
so
you imitate French with a Filipino accent?
I've never tried that
Yeah,
before.
that would
no.
be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, they have a Quebecer
Je
accent.
ne peux pas parler français. Lashing na ako.
You know,
But Jared, they're your audience, your people, the Filipinos in the communities
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
countries.
yeah.
They're part of your audience.
Yeah, sure.
In Utah, Utah's different. For those that don't know, Utah is just it's a very
is Utah? I think I have watched
Up north.
series about Utah. It's like, where is it? Cold.
It's in the Rocky Mountains.
No.
The Rocky
Yeah.
Mountains,
So
yeah.
it's Park City where they have the Sundance Film Festival. That's Utah. So it's very mountainous. 4 seasons: fall, spring, summer, winter. But out of a population of, so we're next to Canada. I mean, we're next to Canada in this country. Utah is next to Idaho. They're above us, and then Nevada with Las Vegas is to the left or to the
West.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, we understand.
Lashing na. So in Utah, we have a 3.3 million people population. It's a smaller state, but the Philippines. I looked up the statistic. It's like 9,000 Filipinos out of 3.3 million, so 0.0001% Filipino. But I went to a restaurant the other day, BFF Toron. Shout out BFF Toron in West Jordan. I went there to do some content, eat some Filipino food, and they invited me to. Apparently, there's a community. It's called the I forget the name. It's like the community of Filipino American people. So I went to the restaurant, and they invited me to a party that they were having the very next day. And we went, and there was like 150 Filipinos there, and
Wow.
it was. But to your point, it was instantly accepting. I sat down. I didn't really know anyone. I was trying to look for the people that invited me. Within 60 seconds, I had several people approach me and said, "Kumain ka na?" They didn't say that in Tagalog. They said it in English because they didn't know I spoke Tagalog. They said, "Have you eaten?" I said, "No." And then right after that, it was like
Yeah.
instant friendships, like instant acceptance. And then one person recognized me. And then, like to Jared's point, one person wanted to take a photo. And then 50 people who don't know who I am wanted to take a photo.
Exactly.
So it's like incredibly accepting. Like once they know that you're there, even with just like an inkling of an interest in the Filipino culture, you're in. Like you are accepted.
You're
And
part of
which-
the group.
You're part of the group.
Yeah.
You're part of the barkada.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're a kababayan.
Kababayan.
Yeah.
Ang
That's why
galing
he's
niya.
like-
Kababayan. Pa-shout out.
Did
Kababayan.
Did someone say jmerch.com?
Bro, is that your merch?
It is my merch, yeah.
Okay, guys,
nice.
Check it out.
check it out.
Sweet.
On this, bro,
jmerch.com with 2 Y's. Jmerch.
send me the link so I can put it. I mean, on the
Sure,
live so that
yeah.
people can go and check it out.
To answer
And-
your question about one negative thing about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Filipinos is they walk too slowly for me. They're very I'm used to walking fast, and especially in malls, man. There are too many people, and they walk slowly. I'm like, okay, how can I just? Yeah. So I guess that's
This slow.
Now, can you say that in one word?
What do you mean?
One word, negative.
Oh,
One word.
No, slow.
Slow.
Slow, yeah.
Slow. And brother, I think is just to get you guys' point of view. Once again, we're not done yet. But we almost done. But it's just like
We are not done yet, but we are almost done.
Yes. Just for the message, because it's just like you guys knew Philippines from what you guys have seen on the media, from what you guys have been reacting to. But now Philippines it has a different face in your lives now, because it's not like, oh, you haven't been to the Philippines, you haven't been to, now you are in the country, now you have lived here, now you have eaten food being cooked in the Philippines, now you have felt the heat, now you have gotten the jeepney, now you have seen everything when it comes to the Philippines in real life. Like, I was even with Ovela, we were talking about the novellas that he used to watch.
Right.
We went to the Rizal Park, him like watching all those videos, now being there in person. As you, like, for you guys, how does it feel? And what does it, like, this moment of your life now means to you guys?
I think Jared would agree that the term that comes back is surreal, right? And experiencing the Philippines just makes you want to stay here, just live here forever.
Yeah, people grind here. I have a newfound appreciation for Filipino people.
Hard workers.
Yeah, when I go back home, I'm going to see Filipinos differently, And even in the experience that I've had here in Manila, mostly, it's been very limited. But I've had the chance to go to Sampaloc, for example, right next door to Tondo.
Yeah, yes.
And there's poverty there, really, people have it hard. And so I'm grateful for what I have back home. And I have a new appreciation for what Filipinos go through here. And I feel like I can't go back with the same perspective that I had before,
They have it hard, but did you notice that they're not angry, they're not sad,
Still they
they're
smile.
smiling, they're still happy.
Absolutely.
Because I've lived in Kenya where poverty is strong, right? Like Kenya, Nairobi, the capital, has like the biggest slums in Africa, I think. And the people are not happy, right? Like they're sad, they're angry, they're pissed off. But here, you just feel this positive energy wherever you go, whether it's with the rich people or the opposite.
Absolutely. Yeah, people have an amazing attitude here.
Mhm.
Amazing. Yeah.
What about from you, brother?
I think for me, the Philippines I think it's a little different for me because the Philippines was such an integral part of like my adulthood, because I got here before I turned 19 years old, and I stayed for 2 years. And it's like I said, it was my first exposure to any country, any culture. And I had the unique perspective of being a missionary here, which is, you do proselyte, but you also do lots of volunteer work. We dug wells, we built schools, we built libraries, we taught English lessons every Wednesday for free. So for me, the Philippines and the Filipino people, it's I don't want to cry, but it's like it feels like home to me, because when I was living here, it was such a different experience, and it opened up my eyes and my worldview to something different than I had ever experienced. And so there's a special place in my heart for the Philippines and the Filipino people. But the Philippines, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my time living here in the Philippines and my exposure to the Philippine culture, Philippine people, Philippine language, Philippine food. And it's really shaped who I am as a person, as a man. And so being here, I think, is the same for these guys who have been learning Tagalog for a decade, reacting to Filipino culture for a decade. It's surreal being here. It feels like a dream you don't want to wake up from. And so I think if anything I could say to like explain like how I feel about the Philippines, it's that it has such a place in my heart that like it's almost unexplainable. And I know that everyone here is a foreigner, and everyone feels that. It's a special place with special people. Even if they're living in poverty, there's a smile on their face. And I've been all around the world. I've been to war. I've seen poverty. I've seen violence and anger. The Philippines is a special place.
Even
naman, ayoko na.
and even if they don't have anything, they'll share whatever
Shirt
they
off
have
their back.
to you. Shirt, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, brothers, I just want to say,
Should we pray?
I don't want.
Lead us in prayer, brother Kurt.
Oh, this took a turn. It's kasi lashing na ako.
I don't like, to be honest, I don't want to end this live, but I know that you guys have things
Yeah.
to do as well. I know Ovela, he needs to leave tomorrow. I know he needs to, to pack everything.
Need to buy suitcase.
He buy suitcase as
If
well.
I'm not mistaken, he's flying out of the Philippines.
Philippines naman!
Come on, one more.
We gotta catch up.
One more
for the road.
Tagay.
That's for the saint. That's for the saint.
Diyos ko.
Tapos na, ayaw ko na.
Last na to.
Last na talaga.
Wala na.
Jared and I still gotta make some content.
Yeah.
Last. Did you finish the bottle?
Woo!
And half of the other one. Almost half.
Sorry.
I hit something on the table that flew into Ovela's arm.
That it's okay, man.
I didn't
Pataas, pababa, pasentro, padentro sa bibi.
That's not a way to end a podcast. I don't know how to do it.
So, bro, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for visiting the country. And hopefully I can see you guys again here in the Philippines. I hope it doesn't take a while. I hope to see you guys maybe this year or even next year. And
You guys have a house here.
yeah, you guys have a house
here.
here. Whenever you guys come to the Philippines, we met because we met online, and I think we met for a reason. You get it? I do believe everybody that I connect with, they gotta teach me or I gotta learn something. With them. It's just a privilege to have you guys here. It means a lot for me, for the team to have you guys here. We have been doing this. I've been watching your reaction. I've been watching your videos, and I think it's like for the love that you guys have been showing us here. To this podcast, taking your time to come here. You could say, we're Calvin. We don't care. I'm gonna do my content and go back. To my country. But all the time that we talk about making content, you guys always took a time to come here to show us a love. We just want to say thank you so much. Like the whole Manila connection, we appreciate.
Thank you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Yeah, for
much
you
for
guys to-
having us. And
Thank you.
honestly, you guys might not be born in the Philippines, but you represent the Philippines really well.
Thank
You
you
made
so
us
much,
feel at
brother.
home as well.
Thank
So
you so
thank you so much.
Thank you.
And lastly, brother, just before we go, any message to the people that support you? Any message to the people? Any message?
The
to
family
people?
members of
Yeah.
yours.
Any message? Any message, brother?
Sorry, Mom.
It's okay to cry. Put it out.
It's
Let it out.
Yeah.
Kurt is very sorry
Yeah.
to his mother.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Mom. Ang gusto ko lang sabihin sa lahat ng mga tao dyan, yung mga supporter ko, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Talaga galing sa aking puso ito. Mahal ko kayong. Maraming akong mga araw na talagang mahirap para sa akin. Pero dito sa inyo, talagang may isang ilaw sa aking puso. Isang ilaw sa aking buhay at kaluluwa. Talagang maraming salamat. Dito sa inyo, dito ako. Salamat po.
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you for the support. Thanks to all of you guys. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I appreciate you guys getting me through the hard days, and thank you so much to everybody.
Ang
Nice.
sarap ng boses ni Jared, no? Malambing,
That was
no?
the translation and also my version.
Your version. What about you, Will?
Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much for everything that you've done here. Your generosity, your kindness, you really made me feel at home from the first moment I stepped into this country. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And guys,
Let me talk to my people as well.
bro, I think it's like you speak in English, in Tagalog, he will translate in
Oh, sige.
English.
Yes.
Okay. Handa ka na?
Yes.
Gusto ko lang sabihin na maraming salamat sa lahat ng mga subscribers ko. Pag wala kayo, wala din ako dito.
He said thank you. He said thank you to all of his subscribers. Because of you, he's here.
At gusto ko rin sabihin na maraming salamat sa jowa ko doon sa Canada. Tapos maraming salamat din sa pamilya ko. Lalo na yung tatay ko. Lagi niya ako sinasuportahan dito. Kahit ano na ginagawa ko, parang may support ako sa kanya. Kaya maraming salamat sa kanya.
From his special lady, his family, and especially his dad, because of their support, he's here. And he's grateful for their support to him.
Okay.
Woo.
Guys, thank you so much for watching until here. You know what is crazy? I want to give a shout out to everybody here. I have been watching this. We have been literally 3 hours with 500 people watching. Straight up. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, guys, if you guys like the podcast, if you prefer the podcast live, let us know as well.
I think it's gonna be a big yes, man.
It should
I
be-
prefer.
You
man.
prefer live?
I prefer live. It's awesome, man. I love it.
So
I
if you
love
guys prefer live, let us know on the comments below. And to everybody that have been here, please don't forget to check the channel, which is already on the description. Please go and subscribe as well. And don't forget to share with the whole barangay. If you're a content creator looking for a studio, we are Manila.knxn, located here in BGC, Uptown Mall. Thank you so much. May God bless you guys, because you just have watched the #1 podcast in the Philippines. We gone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, brothers.